What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about. Seems like the more you love them, the less they respect you. And this is a common occurrence in a lot of these relationships, right? It seems like the more you love them, the more they want to fight you, or the more they don't want to be with you, right? It obviously seems backwards, but it's a true story. Every time, I see a lot of homies fall in love with these chicks and go out for these chicks, and it seems like the chicks don't respect them. The more they cheat, the more they lie. But and I don't understand. Like, women say they want a good man. They want a man that's going to treat them with respect and treat them with this, treat them with that. But then I see them sleeping around. Right? I see them being very vulgar, very disrespectful to him. In a lot of cases, they be dog walking. And I just wondered why the reverse happens to those who, exhibit these qualities. And I'm starting to think that is it a lie, right? Or is it a dream? Seems like the more you love them, the less they respect you. This is one thing I learned, and I learned this in life, right? That people take kindness as weakness, right? When you're in business, in the law of the land, people tend to, the more kind you are, the more nice you are, the more they run over you, the more they have respect for you. And the crazy part, people respect violent people, right? In the hood, the dudes that get the most respect is the most violent, right? If you're not violent, if you're a pushover, if you're really nice, people will run over you. People would take all your shit and kick you out the fucking hood, right? So the same thing goes into the relationship. Seems like the more nicer or the more loving you are to these women, the more they feel like they don't have to respect you. Seems like the more they don't want to do for you. Oh, got him. So he's easy. And they do what they want to do. And a lot of these women are especially marriages, a lot of women are underperforming. Especially when you put that ring on it. Oh, yeah, I got this thing. I ain't got to do nothing. What I got to do, I already got him. So in life in general, people take kindness for weakness. So you can magnify that 10 times in a marriage or a relationship. Kindness gets you nowhere in this world. It really don't. It's a dog-eat-dog world already. And we can see this clearly by the divorce numbers, right? Of men. Because if think about it, if a man gets married to a woman, that is an act of kindness of his heart. It is. Buy the ring, get on his knee, right? Pay her mortgage, pay for her food. That is being kind. And people take kindness as weakness. People look at him, oh, he's weak. And this is why the arguments are so much more. This is why the sexist marriages are so prevalent. It's crazy because everybody says, well, we see why they always go for the bad guys, why they always go for the thugs. Because they want to get the guy they want to, have a challenge. But the nice guy, the kind guy who opens up doors, and, hey, queen, these women run over these dudes. They won't take everything you got. Give me that shit. And this is so common. This is so common. Like, and this is why the happy wife, happy life is so big. Because the moment you kiss the ring and pedestalize her, she sees you, she respects you less. And that's just the way it is. That's just how it goes. The more you love them, the less they respect you, because now they know they don't have to do it. They don't feel like they have to get sexy for you. They don't feel like they have to run your bath water, give you massages. They don't think they have to make you happy anymore. And this is the underperforming of the typical relationship. And a lot of these women are not performing because why? Guys, we give a lot up front. Right? We give a lot up front. And they take advantage of that and they say, oh, I got him. And then you got these girls with sliding, fucking his best friend, work husbands, all this shit going on. All this crazy, demonic things are going on because the more you love someone, the less they respect you. The less they respect you because they seem like they feel like they can do whatever to you. You're such a nice guy. So this is the common and most divisive thing in our relationship marriage dynamic. Now I'm going to play this video and you're going to see how diabolical this shit gets.
Think that would be okay. And then for plans to change. Okay, your best friend came into town, right? And you guys were just supposed to hang out. And you already said that you weren't going to stay there. And then you end up staying there.
My thing is, why y'all not hanging out as a group?
Well, it's just those two.
Again, I say.
Where's the group coming from? What if there is no group? They're best friends.
No.
They are best friends.
But
like you about the boyfriend?
Yeah.
But he's long distance. Like.
Okay. So you didn't think to introduce him because okay.
Well, and you have a point there too. Okay. I at least FaceTime. What like meet my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend.
What did Wayne say? Hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.
I'm done with you.
Enough said.
I'm done with you. Okay. We're gonna go into this one. This one's kind of it's a little lengthy.
All right.
Okay.
Lord Jesus. Come on.
Am I the asshole for sleeping with my ex to hurt my husband only to discover he had already moved on with my best friend?
Let's get into it.
I ruined my marriage on purpose and my husband already had a replacement lined up before I even.
And this is what women do. This is what happens. When you're too nice, people run over you. When you're too kind and vulnerable and extra loving, people run over you. Motherfuckers don't respect nice people. Nobody respects the nicest guy in the world. In the hood, you can't be nice. You got to be ruthless to get that respect. Maybe this is what married men need to start doing in their marriages. I mean, it seems like the nice shit ain't working. The women are leaving at an astronomical rate. 800,000 divorces a year. Because they said they don't like this shit. The nice guys finish last. And the more you love these hyenas, the less they respect you. Because they don't have to respect you if they think you love them. It's just the name of the game. Because love is a sign of weakness. It is. When you say I love you, they look at you as weaker. And this is the name of the game. This is how you got to play the game. Because the more you love, the more nice you are, the more kind you are, the more people are going to run over you. There's got to be a level of self-respect there, right? That you got to understand the dynamics of the world we live in. And we have to practice this on the women as well. See, a lot of men let their guards down when they deal with women. But the other men, they keep their guards up, right? Ready to war, ready. You better not. You better not. You better not. But then when you meet a woman, a lot of these guys let their guards down. And then they start acquiescing. Then they start giving her flowers. And they start doing all this good stuff, nice stuff for her. Only to find out she's fucking the dude over there who don't give a fuck about her. Who's do less than you. The nice guy has to wait. Kindness is a resemblance of weakness in this world. Nice niggas finish last. It's just and it's true. So all this trying to be self-righteous, self-put on this, oh, I'm such a good person. People run over you. People look at that as weak. People look at you as a red carpet. The nicer you are, the more niggas run over you. Women run over you. Everybody just run over you like a doormat. Because people view kindness as weakness. Being kind is an act of weakness. May I be respectable? That sounds more better. You can be respectable. Being overly nice will get you in a lot of trouble.
Even realize what I had done. 3 weeks ago, my ex sent me a text out of nowhere. We dated for 2 years before I met my husband. The breakup was mutual, nothing messy. The text said he missed me and wondered if we could talk. I screenshotted it and showed my husband that night while we were watching TV. My ex texted me, I said to my husband, says he misses me. My husband glanced at the screen, then back at the TV and said, okay. That's it? Just okay? That's what she said to her husband. He shrugged. Then he said, what do you want me to say? I don't know what I expected. Maybe jealousy, maybe anger, something that proved he still cared. We'd been married for 4 years and things have gone very stale. He worked late constantly. We barely talk anymore and I feel completely invincible. What if I wanted to see him? I pushed back. My husband looked at me then, really looked at me. His face was completely blank. Then see him, her husband said. Are you serious? Following your heart, he said. Then he went back to watching TV like nothing, like I had just told him nothing. And about that I was considering my ex. I was furious. What kind of husband says that? I wanted a reaction. I wanted him to fight for me. Instead, he acted like he didn't even care. And I left.
Because what he said to you is, I've done all these things for you all these years. 4 years, I've been paying your bills. I've been taking you out to dinner. I've been sexing you good. And all you do is fucking complain. And then you're underperforming. Now you don't want to, you act weird. So now he just, after 4 years, he just fed up. He just hoping you leave. Because motherfuckers tired of being overly kind to your ass. Because the more kindness you are to these people, the more they take advantage. And once a person feels he's taken advantage of, they're shut down. They're shut down. See, one thing about women, they have to learn to understand they're expendable just like the man. Both are expendable.
So I texted my ex back. We met for coffee 2 days later. He looked good. He asked about my marriage and I told him the truth, that it felt dead. He listened. He remembered things about me that my husband had forgotten. My favorite coffee order, the book series that I loved, small things that suddenly felt huge. We met again and again. Each time I'd come home and my husband wouldn't ask where I had been. He just nodded when I walked in and went to going back to doing whatever it is he was doing. Last week, I crossed the line. I went to my ex's place and we slept together. I felt disgusting afterwards, but also triumphant in a sick way. I'd finally done something my husband would have to react to. I came home at midnight. My husband was still up, reading on the couch. I slept with my ex, I said. He closed his book slowly, looked at me, and said, I know. You know? How do you know? You're not subtle, he said. You've been trying to hurt me for weeks, and you just let me. You wanted to leave, and I wasn't going to stop you. That's what her husband told her. I waited for the anger. I waited for the pain, something. His face showed nothing. That's it? You're not even going to yell at me? What's the point? He stood up. I'll sleep in the guest room tonight, and we can figure out the divorce details tomorrow. He walked away just like that. I'd blown up our marriage expecting fireworks and got a quiet exit instead. 2 days later, my best friend stopped returning my calls. We'd been close for 6 years. She knew everything about my marriage problems. I'd cried to her about my husband dozens of times. When she finally texted back, she said that she needed space and wouldn't explain why. Yesterday, I went to our favorite restaurant to clear my head, the place my friend and I always went for drinks, and there they were, my husband and my best friend sitting in the corner booth, laughing, her hand on his arm. He was smiling at her in the way that he used to smile at me. I stood there frozen by the entrance. My husband saw me. He didn't even look surprised. He didn't look guilty. He just gave me a small nod like we were strangers passing on the street. My friend saw me too, and she had the
And once again, right, this is the reality of the matter. This is the reality of the matter. Let's go to another video. Let's go to another video. Say, but this is the thing. People have to understand, right? Love is a sharp-edged sword. And it's very difficult to master. Right? It's very hard to master. You know what I mean?
And she was speaking on what Blueface meant when he said that Chrisean Jesus did not have a disability. If you guys will recall, Blueface was on Vlad TV's channel, and he did an interview with him, and he did speak on his son's health. So, you know, Carlos has spoke on that, explained what he meant by that, as I was saying. So she also says that one day Chrisean is going to call and tell her to come get Chrisean Jesus, but they will have to meet at the police station. She says Chrisean Jesus can be dropped off at any time. And his anti-faith says that he eats because there were people in the comments saying he doesn't. And Auntie Faith says that he does eat because her mother fed him. So guys, check this out.
He can be dropped off anytime. One day, I know Chrisean gonna call me and say, you can come get your grandson for real. I'm gonna tell her I'll meet you at the police department. But she gonna call and say, come get your grandson so he can hang out with the other kids. And y'all don't wanna miss that. You don't wanna miss it because it's gonna come. Remember when y'all said you ain't never gonna see Jaden kids? Jaden, John don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you. You ain't no type of mama. I'm that mama. They just was that mad. Okay? We gotta do better, folks. So keep watching and keep learning and take your attitude and put it in your ass. Okay, switch it around and call your kid's grandma and just say hi. You ain't gotta drop them off on the first call. Just call and say, I know I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me, but I wanted my kids to talk to you on the phone.
Blueface did all this stuff for Chrisean. Took her out the mud. They help her build her brand. And all she do is drag his name through the mud. It seems like the more you love them, the less they respect you. And this is why Blueface had to make the best decision for his future. You can't keep loving someone like Chrisean Rock and expect great results. And now she's upset because he's moved on with his life. Oh, now she's showing up with bloods. She's showing up to his live, to the gym. She's threatening him on the screen, TV, because she's mad. She's mad because she couldn't respect him when they were together. And now you're trying to respect him when you're apart. This is insane. This is immature and it's inadequate. Chrisean Rock is an inadequate woman to try to deal with.
And hand your kids the phone. Because that's what Latron did. I need to call my grandson. I ain't talked to him, my step-grandson, in probably damn near a month. I've been real busy. I'm about to call. But yeah, she just called and said, just already wants to talk. He talks to my husband, though. They weren't talking to us either, and we got on the phone, and we love him. And he loved us. So get rid of them attitudes today.
Because once again, right? You can't.
And I was driving and had to pull over on the side of the road to make this video. They saying Chrisean Rock really did come to the party and drop off some flowers to Blueface. They got proof. They got the video. It's a girl saying, here, Blueface, these flowers are from Chrisean. Man, we've been begging for the proof. Any video of Chrisean at the thing. Let's listen to this.
So Chrisean Rock just dropped these flowers off for Blueface.
Okay, so she is walking the flowers to Blueface right now. You're not missing nothing listening to me over the video. Trust me, it's silent. She just walking. And I'm going to let y'all hear as soon as she get to Blueface and say, hey, Blueface, these flowers are from Chrisean.
Chrisean is for you. She's outside. She dropped them off for you. You're welcome.
Now, look, I am not pushing the narrative. I am not Team Whack 100. I do mess with Whack, but I am not against Chrisean is what I'm saying. She was in Hollywood at the same time as this man Event. She was going back and forth with her ex-boyfriend, and fans were saying.
And it seems like the less you do, the more they show appreciation. Now he's moved on with his life, right? Now she's sending flowers because he acting like he don't give a fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. But when they were together, if he'd have took her back and tried to work that relationship out, she would have not got him no motherfucking flowers. She would have not got him no flowers. Because once again, the more you see, it seems like the more you love them genuinely, the less they respect you. But the moment you move on with your life and replace them and act like they don't live, oh, I love you, oh, I miss you, oh, I need you, oh, here's flowers, here's this, here's that. And it's a fact.
And she was doing this to make her ex mad, and she misses Blueface. She wanted to fight Nevaeh. And it's documented that Whack 100 said she pulled up to the party and they turned her around. Now, did y'all turn her around, or did y'all accept some flowers from her and then turn her around? Did she really come to the party? Could we see the footage of her handing them flowers off? Why no one recorded Chrisean Rock? She is still a superstar. Why no one pulled their camera out when Rock came? Now, from all my previous videos, y'all know I am not Team Rock. I am for the truth, only the truth. What the hell is going on right here? Why is this girl laughing?
Okay, so Chrisean Rock just dropped these flowers off for Blueface. Chrisean is for you. She's outside. She dropped them off.
And see, once again, once you don't act like you don't give a fuck about them, now all of a sudden they got this energy. Where was that energy when I was locked up? Bitch. You out fucking sucking niggas' toes, fucking niggas, all this dumb shit. Now all of a sudden I move on with my life and I have to go a different direction. It's the energy's there. You're running, you're coming to the studio, you're all on me, you're kissing on me, you're doing all this shit. This is what these women do, right? When you seem like the more you put out for them, the less they give back. But the less you put out, the more they give energy. And I don't understand that. I've seen this 1,000 times in my life. This ain't the first. I've seen this 1,000 times. Nice niggas finish last in this motherfucking world for the most part. And the niggas who don't give a fuck seem like she's going to crying and she's chasing this nigga down. I'm like, what the fuck? He fucking this bitch, he doing that, he doing all this, and it seemed like that's the one they want. And that's just a fact of the matter. Nice niggas finish last in this world. They do. And I've seen it over and over again. Over and over again, especially in the hood. You nice nigga, you kind, niggas will take your shit. Bitches too. It'll the only nigga, only niggas get respect, a lot of respect is the violent niggas. The most respected gangs in LA is the most violent gangs. The 60s, etc. Violence gets you more respect than being nice, nigga. And so what do you think? You going in, and this is where the men make their mistake with these women. You think you're going in because you let your guards down and you think you're in a safe place? And next thing you know, she's all over, but she's talking about leaving you. She's fucking your best friend. She's at the party twerking them niggas. This is the story we have with Travis Hunter. This is with the Travis Hunter story, right? Because Travis Hunter is the nice guy. He's going to taking his girl to the party while she going there and get, smash mouth, right? As soon as the party up, she'll come out. But this is how nice guys finish last theory. It is just the way it is. And we got to stop being so nice to these women. Fuck that. Fuck that. You don't have to call them bitches and hoes and all that shit. But nigga, all that getting them roses and showing up and being on time and going all this shit, the results are she gonna leave. She might leave you even faster if you do it the nice way. I mean, all these motherfucking betas are losing. You even got females calling themselves alpha females. And they're leaving niggas by the day because they don't respect them. Why they don't respect them? Because they're too motherfucking nice. They're too kind. And this is how it goes in these men. Niggas letting their guards down. Oh, baby. Yes, baby. Yes, dear. Yes, baby. Oh, and next thing you know, they be the biggest hoes. Look how Chrisean dog walked Blueface. He's took her out the mud. She was running track at school or something. She was below average lifestyle, just a college student. He meets her, brings her into his world, helps her build her brand, show her how, introduce her to some people. And what she do to give him payback? What she do to show her appreciation? She get pregnant by another nigga, having no nigga's baby. And then when the nigga went to jail, she was out sucking on niggas' toes. 2 different niggas, blood niggas, his ops. And then as soon as he got jail, she shows up like nothing happened. Hey, baby, I missed you. With the other nigga toe on her breath. Trifling bitch. Chrisean's a trifling ass bitch. But let's not be blinded. Let's not be blinded. There are even educated women like this. Right? Right? Getting fucked in the fucking corporate area. Fucking niggas in the corporate sector on their husbands. Because once again, the nicer you are to these women, and you let your guards down, and you let them into your heart, and you pedestalize them at the same time, you are setting yourself up for a raid. Because these women are savage, man. Just like the homies in the hood. They're no different. It just looks different, but they're no different. When you're dealing with these women, you have to carry yourself in a certain way. Like you got to keep your guards up. You got to, even if you're in a relationship with her, even if you're going to be with her for long term, you got to act accordingly. You got to make sure you watch her. You can't give her everything. You can't be vulnerable, nigga. That's the most stupidest talking point I heard on this motherfucking platform. You need to be more vulnerable with your woman. What the fuck? Or emotional intelligence. That's stupid ass shit. Fuck, I mean to be emotionally intelligent.
It's my turn, dog.
Oh, you can go and get in now. I was just waiting till you come back.
Oh, I was here the whole time. I was ready for you to, introduce the person that's skipping the panel.
Well, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up?
You got truth and purpose. Truth and so the truth is he's gonna tell the truth. And the purpose, we don't know yet. We're trying to figure that out.
My man. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is incomplete data. So we have Chrisean Rock here, right? And then, of course, we're looking at, her Jezebel, Siren, Succubus, harlot, whoredom ways, which that part is accurate. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, a man like myself, see, I already know she's that way. And that means, for a man like myself, I have different standards. I love clean, decent women that smell good, women that have brains and think, women that aren't loud and fightish and curse all the time. I have standards. I like the ladies, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by a lady, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm used to. That's what I see. That's what I want, That's how the things are. So if you are raised by a lady and you're used to dealing with ladies, you usually won't run across these type of women. We're human beings. We're repetitive by nature. So if you continuously get the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, my brother, that might be a you problem. Because why do you keep picking trash? I like treasure. I like things that's good, something that I can love on, not something that every man is going to be driving in. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, my gentleman here was talking about what she did to Blue. See, he didn't tell the whole entire truth, though. And see, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell the whole entire truth because I love the truth. That's the nickname the hood gave me. That is not a YouTube handle. That is my actual name. Come to Baltimore, you ask, hey, do you know Truth from Emerson Village? They'll say, oh, yeah, I know exactly who that is. So this is what I'm about. They gave me that name for a reason. I'm trustworthy. I have integrity. I have a code. I'm moral centered. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they gave me that name. Because they know I'm going to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to mean what I say. I'm going to get it done. You heard me? So let's get you the whole truth, dog. This Blueface guy, right? What he did to Chrisean Rock, only cowards did. He knocked her teeth out. Okay? So, when you knock a woman's teeth out, okay, and beat up a woman, not once, not an accident, not, you had a situation or whatever. You actually beat her up to the point where you knocked a bone out of her mouth. Something that, when the body decays and what's left, your teeth left. So in order to jar that loose, you had to hit her with so much hatred and force to knock her teeth out. And she didn't even get it fixed. That's just there. So that type of woman, I would expect, because she knows that this man don't love her. So I would expect her not to move as if she loved him. Use him for what she need him for, as he would use her for. The game is the game. We all use each other. The goal is not to misuse each other. And they both misusing the crap out of each other. And the last thing I will say, my gentleman right here said the truth, but once again, not the whole truth. He said, nice guys finish last. That is an absolute truth right there. That's incomplete though. The goal is nobody should want to be nice. The goal is to be a kind brother. See, I don't treat women like crap that are decent women. Decent, lovely, decent women. I don't treat them like crap. You see what I'm saying? Women that are just women, I don't treat them like crap. You feel what I'm saying? But nobody will say truth is nice. What I am was called is a fruit of the spirit. I am kind. I'm a kind man. That means I deliver through what is called rightfully so. How you are is how I will address you. I will call a thing what a thing is. So I will always be kind to women and men. And women, they love a kind man. They love a man that's not nice, because nice guys, they don't have self-respect for themselves. They are losers. They are manipulative. They're trying to pretend and provide a facade to say, hey, I'm this manner because I want to think I'm going to get my way with her, because I can't show her who I am truthfully, because that would turn her off. She would think I'm a lame like the lame I am, so I got to try to prevent it, be nice. And you're going to strike out anyway. So be a kind man, my brother, not an evil moralist person, not a male, but an actual man that's kind. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to play this real quick.
So she pulled up with like 10 of her friends and like tried to jump this girl, right? And so she runs out, and as she's running, she hit her face on like a statue in the house, and that's how her tooth got missing. Damn. So I took her to the dentist. They like, it was just hanging. I'm like, hopefully they can fix it. They're like, no, we got to pull it. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh, so she pulled up with like 10 of her.
So he didn't knock her teeth out. So just to clear up that, I've been doing that, but I guess you was late on the information. But does not diminish the points you were saying that Chrisean Rock is the woman that a lot of men teach to avoid. But my point is, the educated women, the women of good upbringing, the women of two family, like Kim Kardashians, or like, Giselle, these all women are, to me, seem like they're doing the same thing, right? They're still taking advantage of the system, still taking advantage of their men, not respecting their men, right? Kanye just asked Kim, I don't want you to show your body anymore. I just want you to cover up. And she slid him divorce papers. Nigga, fuck that. And it's just the way it is. Like, these women are built to do what they want to do. They look for a man who caters to them. Kanye got Kim by catering to her ego. Oh, you're sexy, da da da. And then once he put the kids in her, try to man the ship and turn her around and see if he can. Well, I don't want my woman like this no more. And she left him. So once again, the nicer you are, the more you show concern and love to these women, the less they respect you. Right? And it's just not the nice guys finish last is a true story. Why did the nice guy finish last? Because men and women together, they don't respect nice people. Now, being kind is, the acquiescent to the woman to do, I guess, make her happy, to make her want to give you a family or whatever it is pretty much the standard, right? So we understand that's the standard. We understand the women run the dating market. We understand the women run the marriages. We understand that. We're not even disputing that. Women are dog walking niggas left and right. There is no more men out here running their homes. It's over. It's over. So, and it seems like the more that the men acquiesce to this thing, the women are still divorcing them. Huh?
I said I'm going on mute. Just let me know it's my turn so I can come off mute. I'm right here.
Okay. And it seems like the men are still getting divorced. The women are still leaving them, even though the men are doing all these things. And Blueface is the perfect example. Right? He ain't put his hands on her. He took care of her. He made sure she had a roof over her, food. And what did she do? She get fucked by another nigga, her ex, and Cass has his baby. So she's obviously letting him put the whole load up in her. Then she doesn't put the name on the birth certificate. They say, who you want to put what father you want to put in there? She said, nobody. I'm the mother and the daddy. And then, okay, he's better than me. I would have, the moment that she did that, I would have left her. But he said he had unconditional love for her. So he kind of tried to work it out until he went to jail. Then he seen that she wasn't for him. And I'm going to use this as an example of many millions of relationships. Millions and millions of relationships, right? That this goes on commonly. I don't think women make good relationship people. I just don't think they do. But of course, there's going to be pushback. But I don't think women are great. How I want to say this? Women do not serve a greater purpose in a relationship or marriage, in my opinion, because they don't cater to the guy that's taking care of them, protecting them. I believe women cater to themselves. Women look out for themselves. They're selfish, not selfless. But, hey, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's the way I believe. And because of that, you tell men stop being so nice to these women and so kind to these women, giving them roses, and tell them, baby, I want you to have my kids and build a nuclear family with you and do all this shit. Women are going to continue to do all these things and then divorce them anyway and leave them anyway. Go ahead, Truth and Purpose.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. So once again, we have information that is partially, factual, but not all the way completely true. So let's deal with the Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Kanye, before he got with Kim, she was a person that did modeling and exposed her body, had sexual tapes, and all these type of things. See, when you're a man's man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a man's man that was raised by men, okay? So we know something that we want in life, right? Okay, so if I am a man with standards, once again, this is why this is important. If you're a man with standards, that you're not even going to go for a woman that has already exposed herself to the world, that has already made herself look like a harlot, because why? You're a man of integrity. I keep stressing this. You can always tell the men that have morals, that have great character, that has integrity from how they move and their choice making, the maturation and maturity, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that they have. They know how to gain these gifts and they apply it to life. Man stuff. We don't have that many men out here in the world. We have males, that move instinctually based off of their downward parts. But we don't have men, men of standard, men that raise their children, men that are husbands, brothers, sons, men that are accountable for what they have done in this world to contribute to the problem. We don't have much of it. So if Kanye West was a man's man, you see what I'm saying, a man of renown, a man of integrity, a man of understanding, he would have said, that is definitely not what I'm going for, because I know she's not going to follow my rules. I know she has already been doing that. I don't want a woman that has had a sexual tape before me or after me. I don't want that. I am worth more than that. But obviously, he felt as though he was not worth more than that. Now, as far as their divorce agreement, I would tell people to please go and actually look up the real reasons why they got divorced. I'm not going to go all into that, but it wasn't about her daggone walking around exposed, so to speak, because he knew what type of woman he was getting. But I had to harp on that. If you don't like a woman with lashes, don't choose a woman with lashes. You don't like a woman that exposes herself, don't choose a woman that exposes. You don't like a woman with a wig, don't choose a woman. How do I know this? The woman I love currently to this day, guess what she don't do at all? And I have a very beautiful, decent. I'm in love with a very beautiful, decent woman. You see that? And guess what? She don't wear a whole bunch of wigs, eyelashes, tons of makeup, exposing clothing. She don't run around here yelling, cursing, talking sexually provocative everywhere, putting all types of rude, explicit things. Why? Because my standards as a man are different than y'all. I'm not going to say I don't want something and then go and bother the very thing I want. It doesn't make sense. My father, Elohim, says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, which means that man can't be trusted. Okay? And that's the problem. The women are out here are smelling the BS of men, understanding they're not mature. They don't make sound decision making. We have men that are 50, 60 years old plus wearing Merces around here, for goodness sake. I'm in my city and I'm watching all these dudes so-called selling drugs and everything on the corner. They got Merces as supposed to be men. My grandfather and my father would jump out of that grave and choke the crap out of me. I move as a woman. I dress as a woman. I put anything that's relatable as a woman on. They didn't raise me like that. Masculinity has been perverted, and this is what's happening. The biological nature of women, they're turned off. They still got to operate in the world and get what they need and want, and they know men are dumb. They know that you guys in the world are stupid, and now they have far removed themselves from thinking this thing down bottom is of high value. They have lowered their standards and say, hey, all I got to do is give him 10, 15 minutes of this and I can get whatever I want. Okay, it's game time. Let's do it. So the price of the brick ain't the same as yesterday, bro. Saying that you get boxed, it ain't the same as back in the day. Why? Because those was women with standards. It was hard to get them. So when you got them, that means you did something. That ain't the same count now you messing with these women out here, because all of them are gone. None of them say no. But they might say to a couple of lames and dweebs and gumps. Yeah, they're going to tell you no, because they're not even going to sully themselves to mess with a fool. So you probably even going to have to kick out some money, through prostitution or tricking, in order to get involved with them, or nothing. But the last thing I will say, when dealing with women that are married, okay, once again, you got to go find a wife. Not any trash with a butt and a stinking behind. That's the thing. You guys ain't even mess with women that smell good. They smell like BV, DV, all types of venereal diseases, and you still running up in there. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. She got bumps and everything on her stuff. Y'all don't care. You just happy to go up in something that a woman gave you a time of day to let you go up in something you ain't even pleasing, right? You feel me? So, but when you getting a wife, right? A wife, an actual woman that carries herself, an actual woman that's in the house and working and building herself up, take care of her children, not out the club, the drinking, the smoking, all this stuff that make you stink and using drugs. That's a wife. A woman that reads the Bible, prays for you all the time. That's a wife. The problem is you guys don't get wives. You get the trash that's supposed to move out here like trash. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be upset at a woman moving the way she's moving, because look what I got. I got trash instead of treasure. I would be upset if the woman I love now did something wrong or disrespected me or something like that, I would be upset at her because there's no track record that says that should happen. A tramp out in the street, a Chrisean Rock, Kim Kardashian, where have they ever demonstrated wholesome, kept woman life? Come on, man. We need men that are raised. And what was Kanye West raised by? Oh, his mother. Okay. Checkmate.
Okay. So, once again, what classify a man as a man is his genitals, right? He's a gender. He's a what you call male, men, same shit. Right? I don't see how we split the hairs here, but I guess other men look at other men as if he's a failure or if he's soft, he's a bitch, right? So we understand men crush men every day, right? This is why we're losing the gender war. But to the point of this, right? A woman is exactly what she is, right? She's someone who is self-centered and she's looking for someone to worship her, right? That's what she is. She thinks she's a goddess. She thinks she deserves the world. She thinks she's entitled to things she has. And this is why a lot of these women are underperforming and under-delivering with the men that they're with. This is why they're divorcing at such a high rate, because they are not capable of love. Women are not capable of being there for the journey anymore. And to true point, well, back in the day, it was hard to get the women, but they were still, well, back in the day, the women were still looking for the best suitor possible. That's why they were hard to get, because they didn't just want any man. They didn't want no poor dude. See, that's the nature of women has never changed. Women have never just was always automatically like, where be a broke nigga at? No, they always look for the guy, and they made it hard. They want the best that the guy they can get. That's always been that way. It just now, because women have the access, granted, as far as getting money, getting their own life together, they are still the same way. Right now, you keep saying, well, women aren't saying no, they're saying yes to anything. Well, I would have to differ to that when we all understand that most niggas, average men, aren't getting.
Yeah, I'm the average man, but I'm just not a lame.
Well, you're not really average though. True purpose, you're not really average. You're. Oh shit! This is a shout out. Right?
Yeah, all right.
Shout out. Let me give you a shout out right now. Cause I've been knowing you for the time now. You may not agree on a lot of things. You get mad at me. You get to say things, whatever, right? But what I have observed about you, true for purpose, you're not an average dude. Like, as far as your mentality, you have what you call situational awareness, right? That makes you the type of guy who knows how to cultivate a conversation with a woman and ultimately win her over. So that's not the average guy. Average guys don't, a lot of average men don't have that type of talent to do that, right? Most of them are, they're not very good communicators. They're more than just providers, right? Really, that's what they are. So let's be clear, right? Most men are beta and simps, right? They pedestalize women, and how they get women is catering to them. That is number one. That's the number one way, especially white guys and Asians, right? Number one way that men get women, the number one in the whole world, is catering to that woman. And the women say this is what they demand. And this is what the men give. Right? There are some instances where, we ain't gonna talk about the outliers, the guys who got the mouthpiece and the swag and the bag. Yeah, they're outliers, right? They're the minority. But when we're speaking in this conversation, we're speaking of the greater, at large, the majority of men don't have game, right? They don't have swag, okay? That's why they have to lead with their providing ability. Every guy don't have the looks. Every guy ain't handsome. Every guy don't got the muscles, the body style. right? So they have to use what they got to do to get these women, because women, we understand that they have expectations and demands. And to your point, I do agree with, a lot of these women are hard to get. Well, they're hard to get for a reason, right? Women are hard to get for a reason. It's not because they're not accessible. It's just they don't like most men, right? They just don't want most men, right? Most men don't qualify for them because they want, once again, the best mate possible. So that's why that's happening. It ain't nothing to do with the man. The man is still a man. He just, if he doesn't have no aesthetics, he's pretty much at the back of the line, right? This is why men are getting friend zoned daily, if not hourly, right? Because they don't have a lot of things. But anyway, how do we understand? Why do women even get the men they want and still leave them? And why when women don't get the men they want and complain about them? See, we have a problem here. We could take the Aisha Currys. That she's lucky she got a very patient husband, right? But she's way, Jada Pinkett is just an embarrassment, right? She is an embarrassment. Fucking Michelle Obama is an embarrassment, right? Why are you shaming dragging Obama name through the mud like this? Why? What is the purpose of this? We didn't even have to know that. You could have kept that to yourself, baby girl. But you did it because you want to uplift yourself and higher your value and lower your husband's value, right? Because once again, we see that women are acting jealous. They're acting like they're envious of their successful husbands that they picked, right? And this is where we have to have this conversation, right? We have to have a conversation about why women are leaving the men they picked. Why are women complaining about the man they picked, right? Why are women having a hard time taking accountability for their actions? Why do men blame it on the men when the women has created the problem? These are the questions that we have to ask, right? These are the conversations we have to have. For there to be a solution, there has to be a resolution. And for a resolution, there needs to be common ground that we can look at and say, well, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Now, I'm not going to blame it all on women. Yeah, men, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. But we do have to understand the women aren't perfect either. We both have an equal part in the sabotaging of the nuclear family. We do understand that there's a lot of men out here trying to be used car salesmen for these ratchet hoes, right? They're trying to sell a dream because they don't want to hold these women accountable. They want to, well, she went out and fucked your best friend because you should have been home. You shouldn't have been working 12 hours. She, just because she's selfish is because you obviously didn't cater to her enough. Obviously, you should have did more, nigga. If she wanted to move, you should have gave her Mars, nigga. So this is the problem with the disconnect between men in this space, right? We don't know, or we don't want to acknowledge that women are their own autonomy and they do what the fuck they want to do, and that they're just as guilty or just as guilty as party as the man. So all we want to do in this conversation is answer the questions. Because it seems like the more you love them, the less they respect you. Seems like the more you give them, the less they want to be happy. And this is the saying that you can never truly make a woman happy 100%. So maybe y'all can help Ruth with the truth, because I can always learn something. I may not know all this. I don't know. But from what I see, I think women are now becoming a problem in the unification of the nuclear family. I believe they're a problem. I believe they're not cooperating. I believe in their choosing their happiness over the family and the husband. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Help me understand. Help me understand. Anybody want to do a chat, talk to me. Truth, Purpose going to probably have something to say. Last one, and I'm going to pass it. Because I want to rephrase the question I have. And I'm going to just one question at a time. So the first question I have is, should we, as men, come to the table with a common interest? That's the first question. Are you going to answer, Truth? Should us men stop pointing the finger at men for women's?
Now that I think we're getting serious, so we get serious.
Are you busy?
No. I said I'm gonna preference this because now we're getting serious. Instead of all the jokes and stuff like that. The stuff I say as underlying jokes, but I'll be serious. But now we're about to get all the way serious.
Are you on speaker or something?
Oh, I went into like this room I have in my house.
Oh, okay. Because it sounds like you're in the hallway or something.
No, I've been in the upper part of the house. I'm in the upper part of the house. So,
you know, this is where us men have to come together and do better about these conversations. Though we have to. Yeah. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with men being, hey, nigga, straighten up, fly right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it also is nothing wrong with telling women to get their shit together too.
I agree. That's why I said I'm about to get serious. All right, so let's start with the first part, the directions you're coming. Is there a huge problem with women in this world? Absolutely. I've said this many times. If you ask me, there is only 2% of women in the whole entire planet, 2%, that are wives. And what I mean wives, like Ruth. That's what I consider a wife, like Ruth. A Titus raised woman, a virtuous woman. I don't call every woman that can sign a paper and can do certain things inside of a marriage a wife. That's not a wife. I'm talking about a woman that, like you said, that caters to her husband, that loves her husband, that follows all of his directions, that obeys what God says. So yes, there is a huge problem in the world with women. The problem is this, though. This is the main problem, because we are men and we are the leader. I can't expect my woman to do something that I am not doing. I can't. She doesn't have that ability to do that. God designed them a certain type of way. Are they selfish? Yes, because they are the takers. They take everything, including when they're having sex. They take it. So they're takers by nature, which means they have a selfish mentality. The thing is, for men, we have to quell that selfish mentality. We have to be man enough to say, hey, you don't get, if first of all, mess with me, you got to be straight. And straight means you got to follow that book, dog. Okay, if I find out later that you don't believe in that book, you was just trying to get with me, I am going to leave. There's nothing between a woman's legs that can keep me. Because I can get it. It's everywhere. If I wanted to pay for it, I could get it. If I don't pay for it, I'm going to get it. So they can't use that to harm me, because I was raised by a man that is in love with God and is thankful for himself. I believe that any woman I chose, they are blessed for having me, not the other way around. And what I mean by that is not that I'm not blessed for her. I'm saying they are blessed for having a man that's going to take care of them in every possible way. It's if they are worthy. And that's what I'm saying, my brother. We're giving time to women that aren't worthy. And the only way, I'm going to say this last part, the only way you can determine she is not worthy. Why? By holding yourself to a high enough standard that she has to climb and reach, or she got to go back out in the streets. And that's what I did. And that's what I'm continuously doing. Every day I'm growing inside of God to the point that my standard, if my woman don't climb with me, then there will be a problem. And that's how all men should carry it. They should have enough of God's standards inside of them that it makes the woman want them, and the woman know, I can't be with him if I don't meet that standard that the Bible is saying. And this is the last thing. We're going to use us two right here. I know for a fact you have more money than me. That's not a question. The thing is, if you get a chance, I want you to watch this show called Vikings on Netflix. And the reason why I've been suggesting that, because it showed how men operated and why it turned women on, why it made women want to do whatever a man said. Because men were more men back then. They operated as men. Everything wasn't geared to get a woman. They was busy trying to prove themselves to themselves and then to other men. And like we have you, and I'm gonna use us as a situation. I'm a simple farmer. I'm like Ragnar, a simple farmer that's trying to become the best just to take care of his people. You are a king, got riches, got glory, got things, and got women. But the difference between the woman I'm with, who is Lagerfeld, we came together for a certain purpose. We want land for our people. We want to take care of our people. We want to raise children to be warriors. And I'm a great warrior in my own right. And what happened with Ragnar, he rose to power. He didn't even want the power. He didn't want money. He didn't want fame. He didn't want none of that. He wanted his family. He wanted his children. And he was trying to be the best person he could be. He was conflicted. So we have two different, and both men had women. The difference is Lagerfeld loved that man. That even when they stopped being with each other, guess what? She continued on the journey and the plan that they had to give farmland to their people. She said, this is our dream. And not only is it our dream, this is my dream too. I wanted the same thing, and that is why they walked together. What happened was him. Guess what happened? How it usually happened to a great man. The fall of a great man is what? A daggone woman, brother. And that's the biggest problem. Stop letting women be your downfall. That's what I be saying. I think men need to move as you are better.
So then would it be fair to say, because Ruth the Truth, is anti-marriage. So would that make my point valid as do not even marry these women?
No, because we're talking about the building blocks of civilization. You need marriage in order to raise great children. You need it because they need both of you guys in the same household. So you need marriage.
So, okay, but I don't think I think that is a illusion that I don't know why. I don't know where y'all get this from. I don't know where y'all got the information from that you need a two-parent household to have a community. I don't think that's absolutely
an illusion, Rufus. When everywhere you go, if you hear the great men, even the men in these spaces, the men that are prominent, like Anton Daniels, the men that are prominent, you hear that they had a mother and father, and guess who they love? They say, my dad was everything. So it's not an illusion. This is why some of us struggle with certain things, and some of us don't. You got to be raised by a man, bro.
Okay, so but Well, we all understand that most kids are raised by society anyway, right? Influenced by what they see, hear, which is a school.
They don't have a father. That's why. Make
No,
sure
it
you put
doesn't
that
matter. It doesn't matter. The
It
average,
does matter. You
so
think I'm
let's
gonna
have
let
this
society
conversation.
raise my children?
Okay, so let's have this conversation, right? Let's have this conversation.
You think I'm gonna let society raise my baby boy?
You don't have a choice.
Why don't?
Because number one, you're going to send your kid off to school.
Who said that?
Or even if you don't send them off to school, even if you homeschool them, right?
Yeah, correct.
They're gonna want to watch TV. They're gonna want to participate.
They're gonna want to watch TV.
Or they're gonna want to participate. They're going to participate in the social media or Netflix or something, because it's just the normal way of life here in America. Watching TV or going on social media is a normal way of life.
And this, my brother, that's why you got to meet other people.
So now, let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say, right, that you close all your kids off from this, right? You might be the one of, right? That you trapped them in this. No social media, no TV. We're homeschooling you. You don't go outside to be with friends. You don't have no friends, no associates. We're your associates, and everything I teach you, you follow. Right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, they're brothers, they're sisters, they're cousins, they're associates. Yes.
No, you can't have they can't. The cousins and them cannot come in because because not all the parents are running the same. Not all the parents, even if they're family to you or kin to you, are not running the same program, right?
I'm glad you said that. That's the point. So guess what? I did. Yeah. See, this is why you gotta be a man. You gotta be a man that's purposeful. My brothers, their children, guess what they are? They're homeschooled.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is that doesn't mean they don't have phones and don't have access to social media.
They don't have phones.
Doesn't mean they don't watch TV. They don't mean they don't watch TV, right? You can't, like, I'm sure all your brothers are saying all our kids don't get a chance to watch TV.
This is the problem. Y'all think everybody is raised the same way. Just because you was raised a certain type of way doesn't mean I was raised that way. It does just I was raised. Let me say this part. Just because I was raised a certain way doesn't mean I'm dumb enough to raise my children the same way. I don't have to.
But my thing, and I didn't say you did. No, I'm not saying that. That's not my qualms with you. What I'm saying is, when the average parent, right, is raising their children, right, their children are being influenced by outside parties as well. So yes, as parents can, what we can do is just try to give them the tools to deal with those outside influences. Hey, don't hang out with these type of guys.
The tools is not going to work.
Huh?
Like you said, this is where I agree with you. Mm-hmm. You're playing the game backwards. You're sending your children out the world, and they're going to try to teach them something to protect themselves against something they're exposed to. That is extremely hard. Coming from a parent of a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old, it is extremely hard. I did all right, but yes, was my children affected by the world? Yes, they were. That's why I have a 5-month-old now. And guess what I did? I said, truth. You have 20 years of experience as being a dad. Let's see what we're not going to do this time. That's what it is.
Okay, so moving the point forward, right? So bottom line is, and this is why I'm anti-marriage. And I'm not. I believe that women and children and people in general are easily influenced by those things, by the things that we see here. And for example, right, we understand feminism, right? The ideology of feminism is not only an idea, but it's preached by a lot of women. And this can take hold of a lot of women, which a lot of women have subscribed to this and have influenced them, which then now made them not good wives, right? They made them less productive wives. They're now more.
Get off your stick. We're trying to be serious right now. We're trying to be serious right now. So
Yeah, I'm just
the
that's
thing
why
that you're saying over and over again, talk to me like with some, like we're trying to talk about the problem, but we're solving it. Not doom and gloom.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying that the feminism. I'm just using the example of feminism being an ideology. It's not taught really in the schools, but it's kind of a word of mouth teaching, and it has influenced a lot of women. Which makes,
Feminism.
I think feminism has made women become poor wives.
That wasn't what I. No, that's not what I asked. Can you defeat it?
Can I what?
Can you defeat feminism?
No.
Okay, so that's the problem. I don't think I'm bound by anything but God. That's the difference between me. That's the only difference between me and you. I don't think something man-made can bound me. I don't believe it. And my life is a living example of that. If something was able to bound me, I'd have stayed in the streets. I stayed misogynistic. I stayed mistreating women. I stayed sleeping with hundreds of women a year, all this type of stuff. I would have kept doing that if I was bound to want that way. But I was freed by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ from that bondage. Feminism can't hold me. I serve God.
Yeah, I'm not speaking to you individually. I'm speaking to, right? There's two people, right? There's you, then there's a woman, right? So I'm saying women and women are influenced in great numbers. Women are influenced by feminism, which preaches the ideology of equal independence and all these different, all these different things.
Find a woman that serves God.
That who?
Find a woman that serves God.
Find a woman that serves God.
Yes.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm trying to think.
See? And I'm glad you said that. See, now we're being real. I'm glad you said that. That's honesty right there. That's honesty.
No, but just the over point is, this is why I'm just thinking, well, the Bible preaches, the Bible's anti-marriage, but that's a whole other conversation. I don't want to go into that rabbit hole. But I'm anti-marriage largely because the Bible has influenced me in a way that, right, to marry a woman, to marry her demons, to marry her be tied to that is very, I would say.
Now, Ruthless, I'm gonna give you one chance to read, because I can't sit here and let you say something that about God and His Word that is a lie. I can't.
Well, there were eunuchs, right? Enochs. So therefore, there's eunuchs, Enochs.
There's eunuchs. There's singleness, like Paul. Paul didn't get married. Christ didn't get married.
Right, and Jesus wouldn't touch him.
He didn't get married physically. But you remember the parables, right?
Yeah.
What was the parables about, Rufus?
Well, there was many parables.
What was the parables Christ was always talking? The kingdom of heaven is like what?
The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. What you want to talk about? The kingdom of heaven is like kingdom of heaven.
When he was talking about the women coming with the oil in their lamps, where were they supposed to go, Rufus?
I don't remember that.
They were going to a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Now if you want to get to the spiritual wedding, that's a whole other conversation.
What?
That's a whole other, because a spiritual wedding does not. The spiritual wedding is not like earthly wedding.
Exactly.
Being married, Christ is the husband, the church is the wife. So those are two different levels, right? You can't compare that to a husband and wife here on earth, right?
Was Adam and Eve married?
I don't know. I guess so. I think so.
Hey,
I think
Rufus,
I'm not sure.
do we need to pull it up where he says this
I
is?
don't want to get to keep the show moving forward. I don't want to get too much
Okay.
into the aspect.
Please don't say that because then it's going to make me stuck.
I could do a show I'll do a show another time, and we could do a breakdown of that. I'm not really ducking that wreck. I just want to stick to this point. The point is, I know I can't lose this argument about marriage to the church, but once again, right, when we're talking about marriage here on earth, in the earthly settings, it is not best. It does not. It is not in the best interest of men to marry these women.
These women or your women? Your woman.
These women, period. I just don't believe because it's just because women are look. And then here's I'm gonna show you a few videos. And I want to get your opinion, right? I'm gonna play this video, Truth, and I want to hear do you agree or disagree? Okay.
You about to show me another woman that's going to hell?
No, I'm just saying I want you to see if you agree.
Who says woman going to hell?
Who says? I'm just saying this. I want you to. I'm gonna show you video, right? And I want you to say you agree or disagree, and that's it. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. They almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit.
So what do you think about that, Truth?
So once again,
she's a therapist. She talks to like thousands of women.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. And this is what I'm saying. I would not dare mess with her because I know it's not going to work. Why would y'all? It's real easy, bro. Like
you're breaking up, Truth. You're breaking up.
No, I said it's real. I'm not breaking up. I stopped talking. It's real easy not to be with a woman like this because I'm not enamored with her beauty, bro. She's a nice looking woman.
Well, no, I'm not asking you that. I'm not actually be with her. I'm actually your talking point. She's saying that.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
No, I'm getting to that. So women like her, if they had a decent man like myself, they would treat me like crap. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm not messing with her. I just told you. I know women out here don't.
I'm actually no. I'm not asking who you mess with. I'm actually. Do you agree with her talk point that women have a?
You don't hear me agreeing?
Do women have a?
I said 3% of women out here are wives, which means what she said is true.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. Okay, that's all.
Whoa. No, don't run. What type of man was she talking about?
She said the woman meets the guy and wants to. She has a pre-idea what
you didn't hear the type of man she explained, right?
Yes.
Rewind.
Okay.
To her. So because he don't fit your tone of red, you gonna tell me this man still ain't red? Men get married and become a father and go, oh shoot. Okay. I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this.
Do you agree
Okay,
with
so
that?
you heard her, right? She said a woman has an idea in her mind.
Right.
Now she's talking about a specific type of woman. A woman
So-
that has the woman that listen to what I'm about to say. A woman that has in her mind her idea of what she wants, that she won't move off of that. She can't even see if this man is a decent man. She can't see it because he doesn't match what she thinks is a decent man. And a woman doesn't determine what a decent man is. Guess who determines what a decent man is, brother?
Now,
Another
I agree.
another decent man. God determines what a
Okay.
decent man is.
Okay, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. But but now listen to what you just said.
said what? You just
Right,
said what?
yeah, because I'm saying is what is a decent man to a woman? Is she says she has a fairy tale idea of what this man.
See, this is the thing. Didn't I tell you? Once you speak in absolutes, I can't rock with you.
Okay, what I'm saying is right. So women, and this is what I do. This is what I think. I could be wrong. I do believe that women has a pre-conditioned idea of what type of man she wants. I do believe that. I don't think women just wander
Are
around.
you saying all women or some of them?
All of them want a certain type of man.
Okay, see, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
So you don't agree that all women have a pre?
No, I don't say all of nothing because that's stupid to say that.
No, I'm just saying is I believe women have a preset of condition of what type of man she wants. I believe that. I heard all that you heard.
Okay, so hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Because this is the part you misses. Because I think so. Let me say this so you can stop saying that same thing. I agree what you're saying to a context.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna use me for example. If a woman has a father that raised her a particular way, right? And I come into her life and I don't match that mold, and she was raised by a decent man, not a whole bunch of women saying, oh, you deserve this, you deserve that. I'm not talking about that type of woman because every woman in the world is not raised off of I deserve. We're talking about a specific type of woman that think because they are able to get men to screw them that they deserve everything, and that's why they're going to be alone forever, just like Holly Berry. Those women are not going to find a decent man. You know why? Because they can't even see him. That's the part you're not getting. They can't see him. And if you listen to the video, she said those exact words. That's why I said you didn't listen to her. She said this is a good man, but she can't even see him because she wants her ideology to work.
Okay, so this is where I took it, right?
But that's the part that you're missing. A good man.
Okay, but once again, you're speaking as the lens of a man, what's a good man, right? Which is most men.
Yes.
Right. Not dispute that. But from a lens of a woman, right? A good man to them is the man that does what he wants her to do for her. Meaning she wants to get the man.
No, that's the problem.
Let me finish. I'm gonna give it back to you, Truth. I'm gonna give it back to you. Let me finish my point. Women look for men, and this is my opinion. Women look for men who's going to treat them the way they want to be treated, not the way he wants to treat them. Right. So, for example, why do a lot of women go to rap concerts and chase these killers and drug dealers and all this stuff? Right. Right. Why are they not picking the accountants and the potential doctors and lawyers? Right. because women feel they have the power to change someone, right? They feel they have they can get the guy that looks the way they want to look and then have them acquiesce to her standards for him. And this is why these relationships never work, because once these guys with all these resources and all this fame, they figure out that she's just trying to dominate him and control him, they end up getting rid of him. But the point I'm making is, I believe that's why women don't pick the guy who's already, the guy who's coming to them, who's ready, who, like you said, a man who integrity, morals, and all this shit. That to her is bad, right? He's a bad guy because you know what I mean? He's not what she wants. The guy over here, sagging with the gun hanging out of his pants, that's the guy she wants, because she wants the looks and she wants the swag, everything, but she wants that guy to fit into the box of the man she wants. So this is why women don't go for heavily chase guys who are moral or I would say more qualified as far as being faithful, are going to be on time, never going to lie to them, never going to hurt them, right? These type of men finish last, right? These dudes get zero to no coochie, period. Women don't even, matter of fact, these men are invisible to women. But the guys, the athletes who got gang of bitches, right? The guys who got all the fame, all the whatever, they get majority, if not damn near all, of the interest of the women that are highly desirable. So we got us. With that being said, truth on that point alone, on that theory alone, which is based upon a fact, we would have to say the women are picking the guys they want aesthetically to fit into a box, meaning they want to take the rapper and make him into the guy that wants her already, the ready-made guy. They want to fit Lil Durk into that box because Lil Durk got the braids, this nigga sagging, this nigga holding pistols. That's the guy they want to turn into the man of their dreams. We can't agree with that, right?
So the answer is no. Like you said, that's your opinion. And I respect that. That's your opinion.
No, that's fact. That's fact,
No,
right? That's
not fact, because there are women married to lawyers, doctors, all that stuff that you said they're not. Once again,
no. Let me make it clear. I'm gonna let you go.
I'll let you finish. You're talking about.
I'm gonna give it right back to you. Just quick second. Just want to insert this. I'm gonna let you go and let you do your thing. I just want to clarify something. What I mean, chasing these guys in droves, right? Yeah, of course, women go off lawyer doctors, but you know me. You know me. I'm a former convict. You don't see a gang of women lining up chasing lawyers and chasing doctors like that. The doctor don't come out and it's like 10,000 women waiting on him coming out. No, but you go to the concert, you go to the football games, you got tens of thousands and thousands of women waiting for these people to come to them. That's all I'm saying, right? That the numbers are the great large. Go ahead, do your thing.
So once again, you're not listening, and that's because, and this is the problem with majority of the males out here. You're stuck on something instead of looking at the reality. You got to get out here in this world and see how women operate, women that are decent. All you around is trash. You're around trash women. And even when I was around trash women every day, I was able to see doctors that got a whole bunch of women. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you're a daggone lame. That's the problem. I know doctors out here that will beat the brakes off of you. I know boys out here that will stomp you to death. I know people that mentor children and with social services that will take a weaponry and blow your head clean off. See, this is the problem that we keep speaking in absolutes. This is the biggest problem. You keep talking about a subset of women and they get mad because you want those subset of women to do a certain thing. They're not going to. Hoes have never done right. Harlots have never done right, ever in the history of mankind. What do we always say? We want to go back to the days of when? Our grandmothers. Our grandmothers was not out here going to concerts, Joe. This is what I'm saying. Everything that y'all say doesn't make sense. You're just stuck on a certain talking point, just saying it without actually thinking. The women that are married right now are the women that has already been married. The decent women are married. It's the reason why you're not married because, like you said, you don't want a decent woman. You want the trash. And just like you, the guys, and I'm not going to say you, I'm going to say the men out in the world, they sound just like her. They have an ideal woman. They want the whore in the bed, a freak in the sheets, but a lady in the streets. That's what they want. They want their ideal woman. The men sound just like her. And those ideal women, the one that you want in your mind, the porn star, they're a porn star for a reason. They're never getting married. Ever. Not a real marriage. A man will marry him from time to time to try to lock him down so no other man can get inside of them. But guess what's going to happen? Just like Cardi B, she's not a wife. You can put a ring in any worldly thing on here. She's going to do what she want to do because she knows fools out here that's so enamored by a daggone fake behind that they're going to wife her because you don't have no standard in yourself. You don't think of yourself worthy. You think of, oh, I got a woman out here with a big stinking behind that so many men have ran up into. And I'm so happy to be the 35th man to go up inside her. Why? Because I don't even love myself. I don't even have a standard to think I can get a decent woman that her panties don't come off all the time. That's clean and ain't dirty. That don't have no daggone wigs and look like a crazy clown out here. That haven't showed every man their body. That's how you think. I believe I'm worthy enough to go out here and get a woman that is decent, that love God, that is going to take care of herself, going to take care of my children, that's going to do something with herself, that is not known in the land as a harlot. That shows your mindset, because every woman ain't out here is a harlot. Every woman out here ain't sleeping with every single man. It's not. What type of man are you? Are you the type of man that can get these women that are still beautiful but got brains, kept taking care of themselves, go to church, love God? That's to tell you, I can go get the harlot and that type of woman. Why can I do it? Why can I at least get with a woman that is decent? I'm nobody. It's my mindset. I don't want the trash. I'm not settling for that. I want a decent woman, bro.
Okay.
Because I want marriage. I want a wife. I don't want to put on sign of paper for any woman with her daggone nails 6 inches on a daggone marriage certificate. You're going to have a woman with 6-inch nails signing your marriage. Yeah, baby, we're about to get married. We're doing the thing. Yeah, we doing it. I got a husband looking like a daggone fool. That was stupid. Man,
Okay.
we got to be better. That's what I'm saying. We got to be better men, man. We got to be men.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to play this video. I hear you. So
I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm gonna be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Like, Queen vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to fucking work. I ain't have to do nothing. I'm talking about lift a finger, but my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. Like,
She said, "Mom,
I ain't have to do nothing. Like everything about him was good.
So knowing that,
I'm taking that L, but I still have to.
So you working on it?
Because it's other good men.
So you working on it?
Huh?
You working on it?
That mouth.
I'm working on my mouth because in my next relationship, I'm going to obey direct orders. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought like, oh, I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dogged up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your mother.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck everybody in this motherfucker. Man, fuck the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I fucked up a whole marriage. I had the nigga that every bitch wanted.
The crazy thing is,
and I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for taking
Because now I
accountability.
have to work my ass off. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end.
So what do you think about?
She said she's an alpha. What be wrong? She's telling you she's not a wife. She just said I'm working my mouth and just said 20 cuss words. What be wrong? It's like that.
So the question I have for you is, here's the question I have for you.
Did you hear the fact that she said she was an alpha?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, did you hear her say 20 cuss words? Now, I need to know that first.
Yeah, well, okay, but the question I have.
She changed?
I'm not trying to promote her. Then what I am saying is, right? Is it the man's fault? Is she the way she is, or is it her fault?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? See, now you
was it his bad leadership? Is the why she had a mouth, or is it her fault she had a mouth?
That is one of the. I'm going to answer it, but see, this is what I'm talking about. And see, I try to get serious with you, but you ask a crazy question. She came cursing before she even got with that man, Rufus. Why the freak did he marry her? Why? She said, I told him to suck my dick. Why are you marrying that? What be wrong with y'all?
Truth, she didn't say that before. It was an argument they had, and then she would get mad and do things like that.
If a woman, it doesn't matter whether she's nice or an argument. Why are you with a woman that says suck my dick?
And he left her.
Nigga, no the freak. Yo.
She said she ruined the marriage.
He said they argued, which means this happened multiple times. He did not leave the first time she cussed his ass out.
Well, I don't know about that. Okay, you can have that speculation. But what I'm saying is, I'm not. I don't know how many times they argued. All I'm saying is, whose fault is it? Is it his fault?
It's his fault for marrying a devil woman that curse.
So you blame it on him. So you blame it on him. You blame it on him.
You're trying to make excuses. Why did you marry her?
The public.
Why did you have to marry a tramp? Like, yo, my father would be so mad at me if I willfully married a woman that curse, yell, scream, talk all this damn alpha. He would look at me crazy. What am I going to do with myself? I can't lead no woman like that. I'm not dumb enough to do that. You don't have to marry her. You don't have to be with her. It's billions of people out here.
Okay.
There's women everywhere. You don't have
you okay?
to.
Are you okay down there?
Why don't you love yourself enough? Why don't you ask yourself this question? Why you don't love yourself enough to say, I don't gotta mess with that. I can go get something way better.
I'm already not marrying them. Truth, I'm not marrying these bitches. What you talking about? You're
I'm
talking
about men in general, sir. The men you standing up for. Why is the president marrying these women?
Hey, I'm not standing up for them.
Hey, Rufus, now you yourself because a couple shows ago you said you're standing up and talking for the men out here. You said that. Do you want
I said no. What I said was I'm not talking down on men who are married. So I said.
I'm not talking. No. You said you're going to. I said, Rufus, why are you out here doing this when you don't have the problem? You said, I'm trying to inform these men about what's going on.
Right. And I am anti-marriage, so I'm telling them not to marry these women. So how am I standing up for them?
All right. You're telling them not to marry. You ain't telling them not to marry these women. You tell them not to marry at all. There's other women out here than this. I wouldn't tell them to marry them either.
I agree with you, but I'm not standing up for
the only women out here.
Right, but I'm anti-marriage, period.
I know you're the problem because you're not telling them the truth.
No. You're saying I'm standing up for them, though.
No, I said, okay, so you're not listening. Once again, you're not listening. I said you're telling the men. You're telling the men, and you said you're trying to warn them and teach them what's bad out here. I said, okay. So now that's what I'm talking about. You're not telling men the whole story.
Yes,
no,
I am.
That type of woman, you shouldn't marry. A decent woman that doesn't do all that type of stuff, which is out here, and you can get that type of woman, you should marry.
Okay, so let me play this video.
This idea is that the man failed in some type of way. Even if she cheated, he probably wasn't paying attention to her. He wasn't attentive. He might have cheated first. The immediate assumption is he deserves it, or he didn't provide an environment for her to be her best, most optimal self. But the reverse is not the case. If he cheated, it's because he's a shitty individual, point blank, period.
Yeah.
There's no thought of where she failed or how she wasn't accommodating of him or how whatever the case may be. So it's almost like the only human in a relationship is the woman. Yeah. The only person who's deserving of consideration or sympathy is the woman. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of dudes check out, because not only do women not think we should have standards, we don't think we should have standards. We don't think we should have we blame ourselves. If her pussy not wet, it's my fault. If my dick don't get hard, it's my fault.
Without a doubt. That's true. You want me to listen to you, but you don't want to listen to me.
But it's still your fault.
It's still your fault.
You didn't create an environment for her to be attentive.
Exactly.
And this, and that. The public.
Damn. That calmed you down a little bit, Drew.
No, I was listening. I was waiting for you to stop it.
No, it's done.
Let me tell you something, my brother. I lose the relationship that I have now. I leave her, whatever. Guess whose fault it's going to be? It's going to be my fault. And you know why that is? Because when it's successful, when I win, guess who won? I did.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Truth. I think your wife will have a different opinion than you.
Oh, well, sir, she's around.
What I'm saying is, she ain't going to say it was just you.
Did you hear what I said? Ask her.
She's still going to say it's your, well, she's going to say it's your fault.
Okay.
If it succeeds, you said if it succeeds, I don't think your wife is going to be like, it's all because of Truth. I don't think you're going to say that.
She don't have to say anything.
Oh, she's going to say something.
I'm not worried. Listen, this is the thing, bro. You're contingent upon how a woman stay, move, or whatever. I am not. I believe if I am a decent man, whether a relationship fails or not, I will eventually win. I'm not afraid to not be with a woman, bro. That's the thing. I'm not
afraid to be with a woman. Who's afraid to be with a woman?
Because I can always get another one.
Who's afraid to be with a woman?
Huh?
Who's afraid to be with a woman?
I said afraid not to be with one.
Oh, you're not afraid to be with one?
I said I'm not afraid. Why would I be afraid to be with a woman if I'm with one?
Oh, I couldn't understand you. My fault. Say what you said.
That's why I said you're not listening, my brother. I'm not.
Oh, okay, I get it. You're saying you're not afraid to live without one.
Yes, I'm not afraid to be alone.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, nobody said you ain't.
That's why they can't make me do anything I don't want to do, because if it don't work, I'm not worried about that part. That means it wasn't supposed to work. I'm Peyton Manning. They Marvin Harrison or Dallas Clark. That's how I look at it.
So is that right? Is that right?
That's the only way I go by. I go by what God says.
So you're saying you're Peyton Manning, right?
Yes.
But even Peyton Manning had coaches calling plays for him, though, right?
Who told you that?
Yeah, that's what the quarterback has an offensive coordinator, nigga. And the head coach. And the head coach.
Hey, I'm glad. Well, look, let's go with your theory.
Okay.
Who's my head? Yeah. Who's my head coach and my offensive coordinator? Yeah. Who's my head coach and my offensive coordinator?
Oh shit. Okay, that's better. That's better.
Okay. All right now.
But you know what though? But you know what, Truth? I'm not saying this that you fit this bill, right? But I believe a lot of men fit that bill. They are Peyton Manning. They are they got a head coach in the relationship. I believe the women are the head coaches in most of these. I'll say in 90% of all relationships, I'm guessing, I believe women are the head coaches.
I agree. Listen, see, this is the thing. It's only when you start saying crazy stuff that don't make sense that I have a problem. Majority of marriages, if they work, yes, it's because of the woman. Majority of men is not like they're not willing to stand on their principles, even if they lose the woman they want or love. They're not willing to stand on that. Now, if I do something wrong, I'm going to correct the thing that I did wrong. I'm going to always correct that because I'm always going to become better and greater. However, whatever was done, that shall remain. And if the relationship fails or dissipates, I'm okay with that because I know earnestly when I went into it, I was going in to win. I was in it to win. I was in it for longevity. I was in it until death. If it doesn't work, it's not on me. I will take the fault of it because why? By default, I chose her. I am the one that said, will you marry me? I am the one that said, we are husband and wife. I am the one that's willing to take care of her. I am trying to become a decent man and get a decent life where we can have a house that is on the land by itself so the kids can come somewhere. And if I pass away, she has all that. For her to be on my life insurance plan, for these type of things. Working on those type of things. If that relationship don't work, that plan don't end, brother. I will go find another one. It's okay. Because guess what? My whole heart belongs to God. I'm trying to do the right thing.
So okay. I'm not in total disagreement with that. But what I will say is this: that if you are standing on that, and I'm sure you are, that if it doesn't work, I'll keep it pushing, right?
Yeah.
If she does not fit the bill which I signed up for, I will leave.
Yes.
Or if so, then is it safe to say there is no guarantees in these type of institutions? Would you agree with that? Huh? There's no guarantee. That's the question.
A guarantee is an absolute and what I don't believe in.
Okay. This is just a question. So that case, if there is no absolutes in these institutions, the institution of marriage, then how can y'all say to Ruthless, Ruthless, how you gonna tell these niggas not to find a wife when in truth, in all theory, finding a wife does not guarantee you a healthy life?
I can answer that.
Okay, go ahead.
Because if I'm not married, I'm not telling a man that he shouldn't get married. Let's say one day I say, hey, I don't even want to get married no more, which means I don't want to have sex no more. That's how I look at it. If I don't want those things no more, I wouldn't tell another man, even if I can't get it right, marriage ain't beautiful. You know why? Because I have 3 brothers around me that are married, and it's working. It's working. It's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen like that. And I want the years with the woman I love like them. So it does work. That's the thing. I've seen it. My grandmother and grandfather, they were together until she died. My father's mother, she was with one man her whole entire life. Her whole entire life. When grandpa died, she didn't remarry. She said, I don't want no daggone man. My husband is dead. She kept his last name, and that was her husband. She called him her husband until she passed away. That view exists. You have to choose a decent woman. And decent women are. I told you this. I agree with you. It's more bad women out here than there are decent. But why aren't you worthy of the 2%? Ask that question.
And what?
Why aren't you worthy of the 2% of women?
Why am I not worthy of 2% of women?
Yes.
I'm worthy of them. But
okay. So
I'm electing to me, and this is my opinion, and then I walk and push back. Once again. In me, I think women are best served in a lesser role, right? I don't think long-term commitment is their calling card. I just don't think they are. And for that point, even back in the day, a lot of them were faking it to make it. I mean, it was the truth. But bringing it to 2026, because women are feeling themselves, right? They like, you know what? They're just not, to me, the most optimal investment to invest in. I think they're better at short-term gratification than long-term commitment. And that's just the way I see women. That's where, I mean, for maximizing the most valuable thing from them to me will be short-term gratification, because short-term gratification guarantees me long-term happiness, right? And this is where I feel. That's just the way I see it. And I'm not telling every man to be like me, which I know every man ain't gonna be like me, because I understand we got the homies who are gonna pedestalize these women. You can find your good wife. Just keep digging, keep searching,
that's
digging,
the problem.
keep searching, which is fine, right? Hey, I'm not here to refute that, right? But what I am saying is, this is what I am saying is,
that's the
because
problem.
of women. That's point.
All men don't pedestalize. I don't pedestalize women, man.
For you to have to marry them, right?
I don't know. You don't. I don't pedestalize a woman.
I'm just saying, right? For you to marry a woman, you're basically
no, that's not
taking on a responsibility of an unstable person.
See, and you speaking of absolutes, and this is the only time we butt heads. I agree with you.
I absolutely believe that women are slave to their emotions, and anybody
you believe
anybody. No, 100%. I believe all women.
Yes, that's opinion. That's opinion. You believe.
That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. What I said, I believe that all women, 100% universally, are enslaved to the way they feel and how their emotions run them. That's what I believe. And anybody who is like that is unhinged, very unpredictable. And to me, I know everything ain't guaranteed, but if I'm going to do a long-term commitment with someone, I need at least 96, 97% sustainability. And one who's dealing with their emotions and the way they feel is fleeting. So that's day to day, right? Okay, no, ain't no way I'm signing for that. So, to the married men who can deal with that, hey, more power to you, brother. Not saying, but that's how Ruthless look at it.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that's how you look at it, and I respect it. I'm not telling you to get married. I don't think you should get married because I don't think you're a husband. I don't think everybody should.
Oh, I'm the excellent. I am the epitome of husband. I am the excellent because I'm well balanced. I don't get angry very fast. When I was in when I was in the pen, I rose to leadership very quickly, right? Because I'm very balanced and I'm a tough guy. I'm everything. A lot of dudes always want to push me to the leadership position. I had to turn shit down. Like, fuck this. But I'm saying, right? Because they like the way I carry myself. I could be violent, but then I know, but my violence has to be within structure, right? It has to be a good reason. And just stuff like that I do well. I excel in. So my thing was when I get out, we're dealing with these women after I left the dog eat dog world of the prison system. I found that women are bad followers and you can't lead them. So my skill set on everything that I'm about, what I know I'm great at, and leading is one of them. I would let last point. I would let gangsters. I'm not even gangster. I done been over the Crip, blood card, all that, right? And these niggas follow my lead with motherfucking exactness, right? We never had arguments about me, right? Or not, nigga, I'll get you consequence, nigga. But women, because number one is they're the most protected. That's one. So they always have somebody to check you, right? They got 911 will always be their calling card. That's one. Two, they're very I think all women are bad followers when it comes to getting the mission complete and long-term commitment. And that's why I cannot, because my skills set will not be applicable to a woman because she has a third party involved. There's a third party involved that's running the house. So that's why I can't do it.
Hey, Ruthless, everything you said, I agree with. And all the things you named ain't got nothing to do with no husband. And like you said, I don't think you can lead a woman either. I think
now, if America would get out the way, out my way, now we can have a different conversation.
I'm telling you, like I said, I totally agree. When you say, man, I don't want to get married, I agree. Don't you ever try. Don't try. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Because what you name, not one of those things has anything to do with marriage. Majority of people in this world shouldn't be married. So I agree with you saying, I don't believe majority of men shouldn't be married because you're not husbands, bro.
No, you're right. I am not a husband because, right, you're right. I agree with you 100%. I'm not even going to argue. I'm not going to fight that because ain't no woman.
You get women in school, yeah, you can get women in school. Congratulations. You could get women in school, but leading women, no, you can't lead no woman.
Because there's somebody else in the business. If America get out my way, let me say this again. If America get out my way and let me do what I do, I can lead. Definitely. But with America in the business, it's impossible, right? Because when I get ready to be assertive or whatever I need, she got
does that mean she doesn't want you, Ruthless?
But what I am saying is women don't want leaders.
If you gotta make her do it, that means she don't want you.
You got no, but you do need to have a form. I agree with you, so I don't mean it like that. What I mean, like this is what I mean. For me to be a formative leader for a woman, and I'm gonna preface this, I need to be able to check them emotions. I need to be able to get on her ass and then bring her back.
Why can't you get on her?
Huh?
Why can't you get on her?
Because of her emotional imbalance. And then if I try to check her in such a way of I can't check her the way I really need to be checking her.
Yeah, because you're not a man.
No. It's because because women,
women are men.
because women have they already got it. They got a protector already. 911. 911. 911. That's their protector. That's their dad.
Absolutes. Once you're doing it once again, and this is the only time we disagree. Everything else I agree with you.
You don't think the women got 911 in the back of their mind as they calling card? You don't think so? You don't think they do? You don't think women like? You don't think women got a 911 calling card in the back of their mind?
You're talking about the women that aren't wives, right?
All women, period.
There we go. Thank you for saying all. No. Because I don't speak in absolutes. I don't speak in absolutes. Like I told you, as long as you don't stop that absolute stuff, I literally agree with you on everything. Because I said I'm going to be serious now. But once you start that thing where you just saying everything is this one way, I can't do it because it's not.
So you were saying to me, now there's some women that don't really think that they can use 911 that's not to help them.
Yes.
I hate to see that. I'm yet to see that.
Yes.
I'm yet to see that.
Yes.
Now,
and so we can be. Are you now? Let me just make sure this is clear.
Yeah.
Are you talking about DV?
Yes.
Okay. So once again, that's why I said you shouldn't be married if you're going to have to do that to her.
Well, we got to be honest though. Can we have this conversation? That even I just told you. I came up. Hold on. Let me help you out. I came up in the prison system as a valedictorian. I was the leader of leaders. And how you maintain the leadership?
And there was no women in there.
But guess what? The homies, I had.
There was no women in there.
Let me share this with you. I had torpedoes at my expense, nigga. If you got out of line, if one of the homies,
they're not men, Ruthless.
Listen. If one of the homies got out of line, because sometimes homies be tripping, right? They get out of line because in prison, you got to remember, in prison is ran like a anarchy, right? It's a lot of rules. Let me say this. Let me break this. I'm gonna wait too. I'll make it quick. I'm gonna fast forward it. There are a lot of rules because you got a lot of different races. You got blacks, the Mexicans, then you got different blacks, right? You got Florida, you got DC, you got Baltimore, then you got Cali, then you got the Midwest, then you got et cetera, right? And now all these, there's rules that govern. Now each state which you're assigned to, they got a shot caller, right? And this shot caller follows these rules and make sure he enforces these rules, right? And the only way them rules can be enforced on a regular basis if you have to imply violence. Nigga, that means if a nigga go and get caught stealing out of a Mexican cell, and the Mexican come and say, hey, your people just got caught stealing from our cell. Now, if you ignore it and like, oh, well, nigga, it's going to be a war, right? Go boots to the ground. Or send the torpedoes, the disciplinarians, boob off that nigga, make him get his shit back, and, let that nigga know if he do it again, the next step will be depends on how egregious it was, he could be getting off the yard. But even the warden and all of them let us run our shit like that because they understand that the inmates have to run the internal part of the prison. The staff can't do it. So what I'm telling you is in a relationship, the institution of marriage, right? You cannot, America will not allow a man to use his most gifted adequacy of leadership, which is what? Physical intimidation. That's I don't understand what we're talking about here. That is the number one adequate way to lead. There's no way. We cannot argue about this. This is not even argumentative. For you to lead a bunch of men, there has to be adequate intimidation, not necessarily physically. It could be mentally. Like, nigga, I know I get at you, nigga. You know I had these niggas come holler at you if you go and do something out of line. And this is why the black gangs are so suck, right? That's why black gangs are really bad because they do a lot of they're not very organized. A lot of renegades. So that's why they just all over the place. But
so I'm glad you shared this because this is very important. This is actually very important because you just let me know how your mind thinks, which I kind of thought, but you confirmed it now. Brother, we're not in prison and you're not dating men. I hope not. They aren't men. And we're not in prison. We're in the real world. And that is a woman. And women who they want to be with, if they really want to be with you, not for no agenda, not for no intention, they're going to listen. If they with you for just because you're screwing them good, a rebound because you give them some attention, because they like that you love them, they're not going to listen. I don't want to be with nobody that I got to put my hands on to get them to listen, bro. That means you don't love me. You don't want to be with me. I don't want nothing like that. I don't want nothing like that. I got to beat on you to get you to listen. I didn't have to do that with my children. I have to beat them.
But you got women out here putting their hands on men because men are.
Now, you changed the goalpost. We was talking about leadership.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is, no. I'm bringing another point in. I'm bringing another point. I'm not changing it. Yeah, I'm changing the topic a little bit.
So that means you're changing. I'm talking about this point, but you're changing.
What I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is this, truth. You got women out here who are putting hands on a man if
that's a different conversation.
No. My point is, even women understand. I'm gonna make a point. Even the women understand that a lot of times to get their point across, they need to be violent. Even the women think like this. So how do you women? That's point. No. Listen, what I'm saying. That's point.
You keep talking about bad women.
No, but
that's all you know is a bad woman.
True purpose. You have to agree that violence is the way of life. I don't understand what you're doing.
No, I'm never going to say, because if I need to fight, listen. The one thing, if I need to fight so bad, right? Let's say my woman make me mad. I know a man out in the street right now that if I hit him, he will fight me back. It's thousands of men. So if I need to fight that bad, I'm going to go fight a man. I know somebody that give me a fade right now. So no, I'm not out of control, bro. I'm not have poor impulse. If I need to fight so bad, I need to get something off. I need to get my rocks off. I need to dominate something. It's men out there. What I need to dominate someone that I can get an easy win off of?
Because, okay, but we have to agree that women can be dangerous too.
Ruthless. Once again, you keep.
What do you mean? Women can take you out too.
A dangerous woman. I'm sorry, I haven't met a woman that is more dangerous to me.
I can show you hundreds of cases where women shoot men, stabbing men.
They shoot them. Once again, I don't trust a woman enough to have no daggone gun.
I'm just saying that they go buy one.
I'm not dealing with a woman with a gun.
Well, you might not know it. She might go do it behind your back. I don't know.
Well, I come from the streets. I'm way more vigilant than to trust somebody.
Well, that's why I'm so surprised that you're not agreeing with me that violence is the way of life.
That's it. I'm surprised you trust somebody that you don't know what the heck they're doing.
Well, I'm not. What I'm saying is violence is the way of life. You agree with that, right?
No. Don't skip over that, Mr. Street Man. You supposed to have situational awareness, environmental awareness.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I understand. I understand that violence is the way of life.
You're supposed to know everybody around you. Don't try to skip over. You're supposed to know what your woman got.
You know, you chose to, but doesn't mean you will always, because it might come from work.
You gotta go to work. I thought if you don't, you ain't I thought you are.
You got to go to work. Okay. I was just saying, right? I'm not really trying to go down this rabbit hole. I'm just saying, right?
The rabbit hole.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying is I'm just kind of moving the conversation. So I'm gonna go to another video. I'm gonna come to another. I'm gonna go up to another video. Let me see what other video I'm gonna do. I want your opinion on some of these videos. Let me see here.
Men actually respect marriages.
What do you mean by that?
Women don't really respect marriages.
You're saying outside of the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Like a man wouldn't come to you.
Yes.
Because he's like, oh, you've got your thing.
Yes, like, cause like when I used to meet guys, any type of famous guys and stuff like that, they'll be like, how you doing, Cardi B? Like this and that. My DMs were extremely dry. Nobody would approach me. But these women, they will throw themselves at a married man like it's nothing. It's like, oh well, whatever. And it's not because it was me, like, because I don't, you know, I'm Cardi B at the end of the day. When I announced that I was single, oh boy.
So do you agree with that, Mr. Truth?
Hell no. And even you know that's a lie.
No, that's true. Women throw themselves at men if they're married.
No, that's not what I'm saying. See what you did, say, bro. You got to stop running directly to the woman thing and talk about everything.
With married women.
I agree with that. I agree that if a woman wants you, she gonna throw herself on you, even if you're taken. Yes.
Now, men.
I had it done. When I'm saying the other thing, no, the other part is a lie.
Men, we on a majority level.
No, you don't.
On the majority, just saying, right? Men, we're opportunists.
The answer is no on both sides. Both people don't respect marriage.
No, I'm saying is depends on. I guess it depends on the situation, right? So, will men sleep with a married woman? Yes, secretly.
Wait, let's get out of here.
Secretly, but outwardly, men will, like for the majority part, men won't approach too many married women. I know I don't. I mean, we see the ring on it because we'll take the other, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying in my opinion, if men who sleep with married women usually work with them, they have like a close proximity. It's like they're like friends for a long time, something like that. But it's just a married woman walking down the street and niggas just stop in the car, hopping out, like, what's good? No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Where women don't matter, man. You could be, if they want you, they don't care in public, wherever. Hi. So I think in that terms, yeah. But will men sleep with men if they're like work with the girl, if they're around each other a lot, you know, like that, yeah. But not men. She's not having niggas. If she got that wedding ring on and she's wearing it, dudes is not pulling up every day to her talking about, hey, what's your name? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Because dudes, they don't know how dangerous her man is, and plus it's a respect thing. So there is a men do for the enlarged part respect the married woman and her husband, but there are some men that fall weak, right? Being around a married woman a lot, yeah, they're fuck. So you're right and you're right and you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but as far as the married woman having her DMs pack 50,000, no, it won't happen. She have to fuck with one guy, and it's one guy only. That's why they mostly have relationships. But let's see, let me got another video.
Would you rather have a loyal broke nigga or a cheater with money?
A cheater with money.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't really give, because I'm gonna do what I want to do too.
Look at this fucking generation. No. What the fuck? Nah, I can't. What the hell? I can't deal with that, bro. It's talking about a cheater with money, so you don't care about love and happiness and being secure?
There's security.
With money? That's fucking crazy.
What do you think about that, True? This is the modern woman. This is the modern woman we talking.
I don't like bad spirits around me, so I need to know if you like a bad spirit or bad energy. So I got like some holy water and shit. See? I was gonna spray it on you. See, you.
I'm just saying.
Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills? If people like to split their bills with their man, I think that's what you should do. I don't do that.
Look at what happened. She caught herself flexing and got a bigger flex on her. Now he's with somebody he doesn't have to pay a dime for. So it didn't work. You lost them to somebody with more money that will do 50-50. Now he's with a tall glass of milk. Pause.
So what I'm gonna do is walk away from the term because I'm not on that. I'm not about to lie to you at all. Like I said.
So what do you do for the women that you deal with? Like you don't pay for nails, you don't even have to pay for my hair.
For
'cause I do my
sure,
own
for sure,
hair.
I do all that for a woman I deal with. I don't deal with you. I just told you you're nothing. So why would I do that for you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would I? We just meeting.
Okay, we're just meeting, but you gotta like damn.
No, I can date you. I can take you out. I could, you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that's cool too, but I mean, like, you ain't like, okay, thank you for your time. I can give you a couple dollars here.
You so used to these men in the club that be tricking off bad. I ain't one of them, man. I don't fall for the trap. That's why I don't f with the strip club.
Wow.
Cause I already know. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie. I had a homie.
Okay, I have a lot of talents and I have a lot of things that I could invest in. So we not just
So
going to
invest
keep it.
by yourself. You don't see me.
So you don't want a mother help us out? God damn.
Not nobody who not mine. Because what you gonna do for me?
Okay, so let's not look at it as mine, yours.
What you gonna do for me?
Potential business partners.
These women is trash.
No. See, once again, and see, that's how majority of y'all should be moving, like, bro. But y'all cowardice and y'all daggone so desperate because you know why? He got other women lined up. He got options, so he's not desperate to get her.
What do you mean? We do move like him. Everybody, we move like him.
No. Because he counted her back.
Well, I move like him.
Stop that line. Y'all that gave her some money. Stop that line. Come on, man.
Well, if like this, let me give you this. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Truth. I'm gonna keep it trill, right? I'm gonna keep it trill. It depends on. Let me keep it real with you though, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you. It depends on how I see her, right? If I want to get to know her, no, I'm not finna. Yeah, bitch, I'm not doing nothing. But if I just see her as a smash doll and I don't want to get to know her, I don't want to deal with her baggage, none of that shit, and I just want what's between her legs, and she need a couple dollars, and she a bad bitch, I'll do it. Yeah, here you go, bam, keep it pushing.
This is the problem. Back in the day, I would say, cool. You see what I'm saying? But getting boxed that's nothing.
But
it's not the same no more. Like the thing is, if a woman is giving something up to everyone, and you're just the 20th, 30th guy, like I don't like stuff that's used up. I like to get fresh Jordans. You know what I mean? I want a car that's fresh off the lot. You see what I'm saying? Even if I couldn't get one fresh off the lot, I want one with very low mileage, as low as possible. As low as possible. Because I at least want to feel like I at least got something decent. I don't want stuff that has 250,000 miles on it and be like, oh, it looks good on the outside. Man, I got me a bad BMW, shorty. Look what I'm riding in. That thing to break down in 2 weeks. But it sure look nice to sit outside in my driveway. I'm not even using it. Sure look nice, though. They got all the accessories inside, wood grain, not messed up in the leather ain't tore up. But guess what? It don't drive. I push it in reverse, it stalls out. I put it in drive, it goes in reverse. I don't want no woman like that, man. Like my mindset is a man. I'm 41, bro. I'll be 42 in 6 more months. My mindset, I don't think how when I was 20, because that's how I didn't care when I was 20 because I was foolish. I'm like, okay, so hey, she look good. I know my boys I'm with, they like, dang, bro, she fine. Yo, you about to go holler? Yo, you got her number? Oh, for real, yo? Yo, you had that for it? You lying. No, I'll show you the text message. Yo, I don't think like that because everybody I know gets bots. it doesn't mean nothing no more. Everybody I know is having sex. It's not doing it. But a wife, a woman that cares about you, a woman that's taking good care of your kids, the kids not dirty, they don't stink, their hair done, they looking good, they're beautiful. You know, your kids are graduating from high school, their grades has always been good and stuff like that. A valuable woman that actually does something, man, that's worth more than we. I want to know when I die, the children that have my last name, they are about something, man. My son right now is beautiful, clean, right, and is taken care of every day. Loved on, kissed on, fed decently, changed. All the attention in the world. He's loved every day. All he do is look at his mommy and smile all day long. That's his favorite thing to do, is to be in her arms, smiling. He been in love with her since the first day he got here. That type of stuff is worth more than, oh yeah, Truth got a baddie, shorty. Oh, Truth, you screwed the baddie? Who hasn't done that? Who hasn't done that? I know 15 other guys hit it too. So it don't mean nothing. I know 15 other guys that nothing in her. And she's a bad. Like, what does that do? That don't mean anything.
So Truth. So here's the thing, right? I'm not going to say we understand that men value the nuclear family more than women do. That's not even a argument to even try to conjure. But what I am saying,
you saying all?
No, I said men. No, I just said men. Men value the nuclear family more than the women.
Majority of men or minority?
Majority.
You're a daggone lie. But
the divorce rate tells you. The divorce rate tells you.
Let me not say you're a lie. Let me say not. I apologize, because at least you didn't say all. I respect that.
Yeah. I'm just saying the divorce rate is 71 to 80% of women file divorces. 30%.
Now you're messed up.
So what I'm saying, let me finish. So what I'm saying is, what it shows is men value the nuclear family more. They do, right? Because they're less likely to divorce, and if they do divorce, it's usually really egregious, right? She really did something like maybe fuck this best friend, or something really egregious. I'm not saying there are some outliers that there's some men left, but most of the time,
I disagree with you, and then you gotta take it so far. I disagree with you.
No, I'm just saying this. Women have no problem with throwing a nuclear family away. They don't got a problem. They don't care.
Men cheat, brother.
Okay, so everybody cheats. We understand that. Everybody cheats.
No, they don't. I don't.
Yes, women cheat too.
I don't cheat.
But I'm just saying, but both genders.
Everyone don't.
Both genders.
No.
Both genders cheat. Both genders cheat. Women cheat too. Women cheat too.
No, I'm not saying women don't. But
That's all I said. That's all I said. Whoa. We're speaking general. You took it and made it personal. I didn't say that you did.
Okay,
what I'm saying is,
you're saying women. No, the problem that they're leaving relationships. You're not going to say 80% of the marriages.
Cheating is not number one.
80% of the marriages is not.
But cheating is not number one though.
It's one of the three of the top three.
Okay then. Okay.
Let's have number one or not.
Let's have this conversation.
It doesn't matter whether it's number one or not. It's of the top three.
Okay, 1 minute. I like where this conversation is going.
And I'm glad you said that. It's not one of the three. So men leave for other reasons too.
So let's get into this. Let's kind of break this down, right? Because we're kind of talking past each other. I'm gonna tell you why I think cheating is not the main reason women leave, and then you can give me your reason why you think it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for one, I think the only reason women trip on cheating is because it makes them feel powerless in the relationship, right? It takes away the one thing they like to leverage, right? So they will forgive a level of cheating as long as you self-check and self-correct back into the services of her coochie being you need to be, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they cheat on it. It's not necessarily they care so much about you just going out and get extra pussy as far as just being a man. They need something to hold over your head. They need leverage. They need power. And the only power a woman obtains in these relationships, in her mind, is her.
So in your mind.
No, I don't. What you mean? I don't give a fuck, bitch. Oh, I got gang of bitches. What you gonna do? I don't give a fuck what you do with that. You know what I'm saying? A woman cannot exert pussy power on me.
In your mind, because all they work is pussy. All they work is pussy.
I'm almost finished, truth. I'm gonna give it to you. What I'm saying, in a woman's mind, right? Her leverage and her power revolves around her coochie, right? And the reason why, that's why she trips on niggas cheating, is not the other woman. It's the fact that he's making her feel powerless in the relationship. So let's say the man gets caught cheating one time, maybe two, she'll take him back. As long as he self-correct, right? And be like, look, baby, I didn't mean it. She'll take it back because, okay, but if he continues, then she's gonna leave, because what's the point of being in this relationship if I do not have the power to control him? Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, so like I said, it's not in women's mind, it's in men like yourself, because of the fact that you said women are only pussy. So because you said that, that means that's the only value you see in them. Since that's the only value you see in them, when they believe that I can get resources from you if I give up my box, they can't do that to me, because I believe women are more valuable than just their box. So they got to come with more value than their box. So if a woman cheats, that's not about her giving up her box. It's the fact that she lied to me. She can't be trusted. It's not the fact that she had sex. If we made an agreement that she was going to go out here and do her, which when I was out here, I didn't get mad if another woman went and did what she did. Why? Because she's not mine. We didn't make no agreement. So I didn't care that she can't control me that way. Women never control me that way. They never go, because they're not mine, and they don't control me in a relationship either. Because why? They gotta have something more than that, because boxing everywhere. A woman that I want, I already know I can have sex with her. The one that I want. I already know what to say to her, how to say it to her to get that. I'm not there to manipulate her to give me something. I want her to give me something she has never gave another man. That's what
I believe that's the illusion which men live in, right? And I think you said earlier in the show, that's our greatest downfall.
No, the greatest downfall is that they can control you for box.
Right.
I have never paid a woman for box, bro.
So no, but look at this. Break it out. Let's break it down though. You just made it easy and clear that what value to you is her chastity.
No, I didn't say that. Chastity is her box. I said her not lying.
But even if her body count high, you're not messing with her.
Who told you that?
Well, like so you'll marry a prostitute, a former prostitute?
No, listen to what you just said.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna ask.
Listen to what you just said.
You saying that her honesty is your greatest value, her greatest value.
So that means anything that she lied to me about, like if I find out that she's a hoe, instead of coming to me and let me decide whether I want to be with that or not,
okay,
then it's up. I don't care how good you look, even if she's a virgin.
Okay.
And she lied. I don't want her.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with her box. You gotta have something way more than that because I've had virgins and I had women that done slept with a whole bunch of men. When you've done basically dealt with women all your life and you know how women think and move and the things that are more valuable, a woman that does not lie to you and that's on both sides. I don't mess with people that lie in general, men or women, because you can't be trusted. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't trust you already, but I know I can't even work with you because you can lie about anything. Or you can be bought with a price. You don't have no integrity. So if you could be bought with a price, that means anybody can get you, any man, any woman, anything in this world for the right price can get you. And I don't want that. That's why I said it's once again. Did I say majority of the women in the world? I said only 2%. Once again, I believe that I am worthy enough for the women that don't lie, the women that follow God, the women that are going to get in a marriage and actually be a legitimate wife. Not the ones out here that lie, not the ones out here with an ideology to say, hey, you don't meet the money threshold, the body threshold, the anything that doesn't matter threshold. If she's talking about you don't meet the character threshold, I can take that. That means I need to grow. But if she's talking about anything else other than character, anything else than morality, and talking about that's what she judging me by, I don't want her. That's the difference between me and majority of men in this world. They're going to buy a woman talking about things that anybody can get in the right type of situation, whether it's a lot of money, whether it's a nice body, whether it's sex, whether it's all these type of things. Those things they can get from anybody because a lot of people in this world has that. I know majority of the world don't have this. They don't have God. They don't have a relationship, and they're not trying to live for Christ. I know majority of people ain't doing that. So that's my value. That's why I carry myself a certain type of way. Because of that, I hold that above majority of men on this planet. That's my value.
So here's the question I have for you then. Who controls the access to marriage?
I do.
Oh, you're delusional.
I do, sir. There's no marriage without me proposing.
You're delusional. I said it's 50-50 at best. It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
So you, the woman, controls whether you marry.
No. I said it's 50-50.
Because she want me to marry her.
No. But she has the right to refuse.
Everybody has the right to refuse.
Okay, then, so you don't control it. You don't control it then. Unless you can guarantee that she's going to say, every woman going to say yes every fucking time.
You don't know what control is.
No, control means, control access means.
Look, check this out.
Control access means.
I can say this. I can say this.
Yeah.
I control marriage. You want to know why? Because majority of the women, if I marry them, I would marry them. The ones that I've been with because they wanted to marry me. I can say that. I said no. So I can say that in my experience, I control it.
Okay, she can say no too.
I'm saying based off of it doesn't matter. Can she say no? She didn't. She said she wanted to.
Yeah, but that could be just talk, pillow talk. Can't prove it until you actually do it.
Okay, so now listen what you're saying. You're
talking not only this, that's right. Not only that,
talking about relevancy again.
She can call off the engagement.
Ruthless, you're not listening. That's what I'm saying. You don't know women. If they want something, they're going to come get it. She don't want you if she's calling off.
My point is, I've seen women say no before.
Because they don't want you.
Okay, then so she don't control the access, nigga.
But that's the difference between me and you. My women wanted me.
But once again, you're proving my point, right? That means you only ask with assurances that she's going to say yes. So that means she controls you. She let you know, okay, go ahead and do it because I'm going to say yes. Now, hold on.
No men on it. Listen, bro. You're not even listening out of your mouth.
I just won.
You won what, bro? When you have men, listen, you got other men on the, you got other men.
I would challenge them.
I don't know no men on here that agree with you, bro.
I know, because I want to challenge. I want to debate. I want to debate this. You just
no. I'm saying I know even the men that don't want to get married. But what you say out of your mouth, they don't even agree with you.
Okay, but you just gave up your position. You said, "Oh yeah, I control the actions because I knew she wanted to marry me." That means
all men will say they control marriage because they do. You're the only one that don't believe that because women run you.
Okay.
No woman runs me, brother.
How they run me?
That's the difference.
Okay, anyway. This is the way I believe access granted, right?
Well, every man on here can tell that you allow women to run you, G. This is the problem. You gotta stop allowing women to run you.
Well, allow me to lay down my argument. I'm not just trying to like stimulate you, and I just want to lay down my argument why I believe this. When we talk about access, right? Anytime you have to ask someone for access, access has to be granted, right? When you say, "Will you marry me?" or "Will you let me into your house?" or "Will you let me do something?" that means you have to ask permission to access that situation. So therefore, how you control the access when access has to be given, right? If access has to be given, then you don't control. You only are asking permission. You're not saying control the access would be, "Bitch, I'm going to marry you right." Walk up to some strange woman. "I'm getting married to you right now. This is put this ring on, bitch. We going. Let's go." And there is no negotiation. There is no asking. I'm saying, I don't know if you want. I don't care if you say no. I don't care if you say yes. Bitch, we get married. That's control of access. That which is way, way, way back in the day, but not anymore. So men gave away that control, right? Men gave away that control to involve the women more in the process. So now she has a right to refuse, or she can. Or what women do, they give you hints. "Oh yeah, when we gonna get married? Oh, when we gonna get married? Oh yeah. You know, I'll marry you too. Oh yeah. So now you're saying,
you did a good job for having this conversation. Once you start saying stuff crazy, I can't. That part I can't.
Once she says, "I will marry you," before you ask her to marry you, that means she's granting you access, nigga.
I cannot. Once you say something that doesn't make sense to no man on this planet, when you say something that even men are saying, "Man, I ain't marrying women. They're good for nothing but pussy and stuff like that." When you say something that goes against everything, then I can't.
But I'm right though.
Say something that doesn't make logical sense.
But I'm right about it. I'm right. If she has to grant you access.
Nobody on this planet will agree with you. That means you're not right.
That means I'm right. That means I'm right.
No, that means you're wrong. You're the one in delusion. When it means when something that doesn't go according to actual real life, you believe it in your own mind, your own world. That something is not reality sake. That is not being right. That is your opinion. That's what you believe, but there's no logical, factual thing to back that up.
What that is logical.
It's not. It's not logical at all.
If I have to ask someone for something for permission, they have to grant it. That's undisputable.
Ruthless, bro. When you start saying when you start talking crazy, I can't do it, brother. I'm sorry.
But do you
stuff I agree with you, but once you start talking that craziness, like stop.
But do you agree? If you have to ask for access, permission, someone has to grant it, correct?
I'm trying to tell you because no other man on this planet
doesn't like that kind of dress. Everything she never had, she's showing.
If you have to ask, it has to be granted. So how controlling access means
don't make any sense.
If you have control access to your vote, so let's make an example. If you have a vote with a gun in it, right, and you got you put a code on it, right? You have control to you access control to that vote. because only you have the key to it, and you're going as you please. You don't have to ask nobody. Just go in and let me get my gun out. But you have to ask a woman. You have to ask her. She has to say yay or nay. She has option to yay or nay. Just like she has an option to void the marriage.
You're talking about something irrelevant again.
Okay, you're not going to.
You're talking about a relevant statement, like you know how when you say "ain't nobody in the world perfect," something that's irrelevant to say because we already know ain't nobody in the world perfect. That's what you're doing right now. You're saying a relevant statement that doesn't have to deal with logic.
Okay.
If being honest was a person, watch this video. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
Very good question.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
No.
So then why do we say that men are leaders when women are in control?
Yes.
We want you guys to lead while we're still in control.
Yeah.
They want you to lead while they're in control. You agree with that?
I agree with her last one.
What her last one?
Right before that, because she right. She's talking that last comment she made before that last one. She's talking about you. She said, no, they're not the leader if they worry about if they're around when rejection is still present.
Okay, so let's play it again.
Thank you for being honest.
She deserves a trophy for how honest she was. Comment below. Let me know what you think. If being honest was a person,
Look at this group.
watch this video. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
Very good question.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
No.
So then why do we say that men are leaders when women are in control?
We want you guys to lead while we're still in control.
Now, what part was you talking about? What part are you talking about? She was saying women run the show. I don't hear what you were celebrating. You agree with her? What were you talking about?
I don't agree with her.
You just said the one part you did. What part did you agree with it?
I said the second to the last thing when she was talking about at a woman's discretion.
Right.
She said it says if at a woman's discretion.
No, she didn't.
You didn't hear the question he asked?
Yeah, I asked her. You talking about the second question, right?
The second to the last question.
Right. When he said, when he asked her, wait a minute, hold up, let me see. Let me go back.
Thank you for being honest.
She deserves a trophy for how honest she was. Comment below. Let me know what you think. If being honest was a person, watch this video. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
Very good question.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
Right there, right there. Are men leading if it's subjection unto a woman's discretion?
And that means they're not leading if it's at her discretion. If it's at her discretion, meaning,
right? If it's at her discretion,
right, that means they're not leading, nigga. That means she is, because it's her. She can.
Yes, if it's at her discretion,
right? That means she can accept or reject, nigga.
No, it doesn't. This is what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that.
Just discretion means, right? Means you have the power to say yay or nay.
Who said that? But this is the thing. Who said she has the discretion whether I lead or not?
Because she's the one picking. She's the one picking you, nigga.
How the heck she picked me and Ruthless? See this? Yeah.
Okay,
it's 9:40, brother. We had it. We did as best as we could. I agree with you on a lot of things. Like I told you, once you start getting in this crazy thing, I can't. I can't do it. I agree with you that majority of the women in the world are messed up. I agree with you that on a lot of different things, because that is the truth. Once you start going into this whole other thing that has no logical backing, I can't do it.
The question he asks is, how are the men leaders if it's at a woman's discretion?
Right. If it's at a woman's discretion.
Meaning you're not the leaders. That meaning you're not the leaders.
Yes. No, that's the problem. No, with you. Listen, with you.
Nigga.
With you.
Not me.
Ruthless truth. They run you. Yes.
They leading me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why you agree with it so much.
I'm not going. That's why I don't traditionally.
Hold up. So you think because you ain't trying to marry them that you exempt from what you disagree with?
I'm not leading them, nor I'm trying to lead them, nor are they.
Oh, you're not leading them, nor you trying to lead them.
Right. I'm not.
Nice try, buddy.
Nice
try.
If I lead
the point is, you right. You ain't leading them because you can't.
You can't lead them, right? No man can.
No, you can't.
You can't either.
No, you can't. That's the thing. You are the man that cannot lead women. That's why they're not trying to be with you, brother.
You can't either. That's
why you cannot be with them without monetary situations.
I can get
they
married.
don't want to be with you. That's the thing.
I can get married right now.
Ruthless. They don't. You can get a paper sign, but she's with you because of what you present.
That's every woman, nigga. Every woman uses.
No, that's not. No. We are not the same. No, that's not every woman. That's not every woman.
So if you agreed with me a few weeks ago that we all use each other, now we don't use each other.
No. See, once again,
a woman's using you.
See how you hear one thing and you think it means what you meant. I'm talking about we use each other for what our value is.
Okay, then she's using you.
No, you're being misused.
No, I'm not.
You
know what being misused mean? You know what being misused?
Listen, she's getting
What does it mean?
Yes. The money you kicking out for her daggone coochie ain't even worth that.
Oh, wait a minute. What does misused mean? What does misused mean?
When the value don't add up.
No, that's not.
The money you kicking out for what you hitting ain't worth value.
It's not being misused. Misuse is slavery, nigga.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, misuse.
Yes, you are. You're the one in delusion because you believe something that everybody will tell you and everybody has told you. You can believe whatever you want to believe.
But being misused.
But the truth is you're being misused. You're not the leader, and they can control you.
Being misused.
They don't control all men.
White people misuse the blacks in slavery.
They don't control all men. They control men like yourself.
I didn't say they control all men. I didn't say they control men at all.
They control. You just said they.
I just played the video. I just played the video. I just played the video. That's all I did. You the one who was disagreeing with the video. I'm paying my video. Yeah, I was talking about that video.
Hey, like you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though?
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
You are you?
Whoa, bro!
Hey, like you really just should have paid for all of
Whoa. These women have lost their damn mind.
Do I look like I would?
Hold on. Wrong one. I play that one. Let me go to another one.
I told you I was sorry. I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened, but
This man discovers children are not his after 6 years. Confrontation erupts on Thanksgiving. A man discovered that the 3 children he had raised for 6 years were not biologically his. The man learned the truth only weeks ago and has been struggling emotionally ever since. He reportedly asked the woman who betrayed him, along with the children, to leave his home while he tried to process everything. However, on Thanksgiving Day, the man's family decided to invite the woman and the children to the holiday gathering without asking him. They believe the kids didn't deserve to be punished and hoped the man would eventually accept them, even if they were not his biological children. When the woman arrived at the house with the children, the man became visibly upset. Witnesses say he rushed to the front door and blocked them from entering. He told his family he felt completely disrespected and said he was not ready to see them, especially after learning the truth so recently. The situation escalated into a heated argument outside the home as relatives tried to calm him down. The woman eventually left with the children after realizing the confrontation would only get worse. Someone defending the man's reaction and others saying the children should not be caught in the middle. What do you think?
Get your ass up out of here. You ain't got to leave Los Angeles, but you got to leave this house. You ain't coming up in here. Go to your daddy's house. Go to your daddy, eat at your real daddy house. Your daddy's. Yeah, bitch. Get some kids and kick rocks. Yeah. These dudes think I'm ruthless be playing. These women are diabolical out here. She shows up. She's been with this nigga for 6 years, and all 3 of them kids they had while they're together, and it wasn't even his.
You don't understand. By asking this man to not nobody else. By asking this man to not call nobody else. By asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male to female, you are then saying, I'm going to be whatever you need me to be, nigga, because I don't want, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all just think that's how it's supposed to be because that's what the media and the movies and your man in them taught you. That's what y'all think. Y'all, like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're going to have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to, half of y'all wouldn't even want the nigga after that. But you never sit down and actually really consider, what does it take to be Ray Ray's girlfriend? What does it take to be Michael's wife? Like, what type of demons do this nigga really got? What type of sex drive do he really got if he left every other bitch alone and only fuck with me? What type of things would he want out of me if you actually had to entertain?
Preach, my girl. Preach.
Men do a lot to be better men, and they're not told to keep a woman. But women are trying to prove that they don't need a man. But it's like the opposite.
Because when we get money so that we can take on dependence. I can have a family, I can have kids. When women get money, it's for your independence. I don't need a man. I don't need this. I can buy my own house. I can buy. But if you do that, you take away his need. If you got the house, the car, and he has no purpose for that relationship. So he will not have the vigor it takes to make sure that the relationship is abundant, joyous, and in harmony. He doesn't have the joy.
He can provide emotional intelligence.
It don't work like that. You can't tell a man what's intrinsically important to him just because you want it to be important. When you take away, that's why so many successful women are single. That's why. And I'm not saying that their decision was right or wrong. I am saying that they're devoid of being able to pair bond with the kind of man they want. And if they're going to successfully pair bond or have a half a chance at it, they got to date down.
Provide me loyalty. I can finance myself.
A man don't operate like that. If a man is a man, we're natural teachers. So if we're not trying to teach you what we know, we really don't like you. That's the quickest way to see if a man. What does that got to do with
loyalty?
I just said men don't work like that.
Right.
I started off with that. That platitude means nothing to a man. You can repeat it, regurgitate it, and put it on your picture 3 times and your story, and the man still ain't gonna resonate with, I can buy my own car, give me loyalty. No. Intrinsically, we have to feel needed and necessary to the relationship. You came having everything. You don't listen. You have an attitude and you think your accolades, your success, and your bank account makes us an equal.
Yeah, but
And it does not.
I asked, what does that have to do with loyalty? I didn't say she's got an attitude, she's got this. No, what if she's in her feminine and she just wants loyalty?
The way a man sees loyalty ain't necessarily the way a woman sees loyalty, because we're hardwired differently. If he cannot build with her and further build her up, that relationship will end 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 3 years from now. If he cannot come in and build with you, build you up, further his provision and get you on his page, the relationship won't work unless you date down. You have to date down, because those are where the betas are.
The best thing a woman
Beta.
Hey, like you really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18. Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though? You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
Nobody wants a broke nigga. You
Are you? Whoa, bro!
Hey, like you really just should have paid for all of our food.
Pay for your food, I'm not gonna pay for her food.
You gonna pay for her food, you gonna pay for whatever I order.
I'm not gonna pay for her food.
You gonna pay for what I order.
This is embarrassing, honey. We didn't already ate and everything. Like, I could pay for my own fucking food, but this is ridiculous.
What about, like, this is why I don't like going out with your ass. It's always looking fun because you be on that weird ass.
I'm bringing somebody with you.
I don't trust you. We've been talking for 4 years and your ass is still weird.
If you don't invite somebody and I pay for their tab.
Like, the audacity of you.
This is why you don't date, but this is like, this is real mid.
I'm ready to go. That's why I don't like being around y'all. You always got so much going on.
I told you quit f***ing with his bald-headed ass. I told you.
Pay for your food, I'm not gonna pay for her food.
You gonna pay?
Hi everyone, this is my beautiful wife. And fellas, the marriage life is great. Instead of having multiple women to play in the field, you get to spend the rest of your life with just one. Oh, and peep game, you get to be the sole provider, even though she makes her own money and can pay some bills. But you're the husband, so you have to do it. And sex? Oh, babe, tell them about the sex. It's only what she wants, because you don't get to have it. You don't get to have it say dreams and aspirations. Yeah, forget about it. Once you have marriage and kids, I'm telling you, everything goes to your family. Fellas, I'm telling you, marriage life is great. Think about your dreams, your happiness. If you have a Rottweiler, you can't get a poodle, she gonna take over everything and decorate everything. It's not worth it, fellas. It's not worth it. Hi, everyone. This is my beautiful wife.
A woman calling you baby or sweetheart means nothing. A woman buying you gifts means nothing. A woman becoming the mother of your child still means nothing. A woman moving in with you doesn't mean it's real. A woman posting your pictures all over social media means absolutely nothing. Even when a woman says I love you, but that alone means nothing. And let me surprise you, even a woman marrying you can still mean nothing. What truly means something is a woman who respects you, values you, and stands by your side not just in comfort but through struggle. A woman who grows with you, builds with you, and believes in you when the world doubts you. That, my friend, is the kind of love that truly matters.
These hoes ain't loyal. Tell you. See, the thing about it is, these women aren't built to reciprocate because they don't give a fuck. These women, they care about themselves. They're self-centered, selfish, egotistical psychopaths looking for a nigga to fall for their little game plan. And if you're foolish enough to go for it, that's when they get you. Right now, I got women trying to trick me into relationships. I said, no. They've asked me, well, so where am I slotted at? So is it just going to be me? Why you can't be me and you? And the moment they start asking those questions, I see them less. I talk to them less. Because I understand you're not going to get me to walk down this burning building. These these guys like Truth come on here. There's, they're happy wife and happy life, and we understand that. And more power to them. But I'm not, Rufus ain't taking that route. I got to be the motherfucking nigga that run the whole motherfucking show. And if I say I want another fucking bitch, I want me another motherfucking bitch. Because I built this motherfucker brick by brick. And I'll be damned if you going to let another motherfucker try to tear it down because you don't like the way another fucking bitch look. I'd be damned if I let a bitch tear down my home because she don't like me going to get an extra bitch. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Truth will shatter you. When you talking to a woman, you supposed to lie even when you telling the truth, nigga. Cause she can't handle the truth. And she'll hold the truth against you forever. Do you really love her? You just tell me if you love her. No, I don't love her. No, I don't love her. No, I don't love her. But if I tell you, yeah, I love her, that's gonna crush you.
Women who believe the lies, what do you say about them?
They live happily ever after.
Oh, goddamn. Okay,
Women who pretend to believe the lies live happy, peaceful, drama, stress-free lives. The woman trying to get to the truth, she have nervous breakdowns, she lose her hair, her weight fluctuates, and she...
We don't need to live in a generation where shit is equal value of 50-50 with finances, but bitch, it needs to be reciprocation of energy. If I'm putting my all into this shit, why the fuck am I getting bare minimum? And then motherfuckers be talking about something. Niggas supposed to be a provider. You never seen a king tell his queen to do anything, but I promise you to God, that queen gonna have 5 kids, she gonna suck his dick, spit, fuck, and she gonna make sure that nigga eat on a day-to-day basis. And if a peasant talk to him crazy, she's right there to justify.
Shit,
So like, y'all ain't the same. You can't compare yourself to a queen. What the fuck about you as a queen?
That's 100%. Goddamn, you ain't said shit wrong. You know it's crazy. I think 2025, the internet and all that fucking, everybody think they so disposable. Motherfuckers think they can just get back on Instagram and find another.
Motherfuckers is
You're not,
consuming too much of other people's lives. Y'all is setting y'all fucking relationship status based off what you send on the internet. You have $5 in your bank account. Your man has $1,000 in his bank account, and you're looking at a nigga with millions of dollars and a bitch that got down. You feel me? Probably has at least 6 figures. You talking about something? I want to be like Moneybag Yo and Ari. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? We don't need.
Where have you been? Where have you been? Whoa. Now I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got to be checking in with you. Oh, wait a minute now. You ain't gonna be putting your hands up. Motherfucker, I'm calling 911. Wait, baby. You know, I just got out. I'm on parole, and the last thing I need up in here is the police. I told you I had some business to handle, and that's what I was doing. Girl? Oh, I love you. Where have you...
My way downtown, being fast, selling ass, I'm a hoe now. And I need you.
You see all of this,
I see you.
correct?
I do.
I am not the type of female to be up in somebody's cheesecake factory.
Okay,
I know that's what you're used to. Brokey on a budget.
Time out.
Brokey on a budget. All the brokies stand up.
So you want to go to Ruth Chris, right?
Yes.
All right. I feel like Ruth Chris is reserved for women that hold themselves to a bit of a standard that is not quite your level. Because when you walked in here, I promise you right now, something was a little off. I didn't want to say nothing, but since we want to talk about brokey, Stinky, stop playing with me.
Why would you say that on camera? Are you serious?
You don't understand. By asking this man to not nobody else. By asking this man to not...
These women are heartless.
You see all of this,
I see you.
correct?
I do.
I am not the type of female to be up in somebody's cheesecake factory.
Okay,
I know that's what you're used to. Brokey on a budget.
Time out.
Brokey on a budget. All the brokies stand up.
So you want to go to Ruth Chris, right?
Yes.
All right. I feel like Ruth Chris is reserved for women that hold themselves to a bit of a standard that is not quite your level. Because when you walked in here, I promise you right now, something was a little off. I didn't want to say nothing, but since we want to talk about brokey, Stinky, stop playing with me.
Why would you say that on camera? Are you serious?
Shout to Caesar,
Hey,
man.
you see all of this,
I see you.
correct?
I do.
I am not.
These women out here aren't loyal, and they're not worth it. I'm signing off. Thank y'all for coming to the show. Till next time, I'm out.